Me too. I was running behind, dude. So I was just like, okay.
Yeah, but I got the Facebook up on my computer right behind us, so I can watch the chats. I got this. Hopefully the
Cool.
internet's fine. Hopefully my audio's fine.
Yeah, it
Uh,
looks everything's 5 by 5, man.
yeah,
We're
got my
good.
notes.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna remove
The
Instagram.
shakes seem to be a lot less than that first end, but still a little bit present.
All right.
Yeah, and so
Yeah, it hasn't really picked up yet though. So I don't know if you can see the viewer count in the top left corner, but just wait till some people jump on. We got like 4 people jumping in.
To a bad shot.
Alrighty.
It's all about your execution.
Cool.
If the shaking's affecting that, then it's
Hey everyone. So if you're just joining, Josh is in the house, man. So he's gonna help us break this down. We're gonna be talking over Zernzak a little bit. Well, I want to listen to him though. I want to make sure I get everything he's saying. But this is good. We're just gonna hang out, chill, cool. It's gonna be kind of cool and relaxed. I'm sporting my Chiefs jersey today, so you know who I'm going for. So I'm going for Lions and Chiefs, though, to be honest with you. Hey, Burnaby, Mick Chambers wins Barebow shooting. That's actually what my next question was actually going to be too. Hey, Josh, I think I honestly have not been watching all day today. Josh, have you been watching the other shootouts?
I've caught a couple here and there, but no, just been busy with that newborn. So I missed everything, but we're catching the big stuff, so that's all that matters. But as far as when they're going, not a clue.
Okay,
Hopefully
hey,
somebody can let us know.
Melanie's in the house too. So we got to be coming on right after this. I know that they always run a little bit behind, so please, guys, don't tune away. Stay in, so we can have just have a little bit chit chat. I'm in my office watching you guys in the solid snake archery. I love that. I love that handle, man. I love it so much. I've been busy in the range, practicing for Vegas. Yeah, Vegas is coming up. Josh, are you shooting Vegas?
Nope. I got a couple surgeries lined up with the newborn. Archery's done for a bit.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, kind of a bummer. That's how it goes.
You've done a lot for archery, so just chill. You're good. You've earned time off, my friend. You've earned time off, and you've don't stop though making videos.
Yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 videos that I've just been kind of kicking around in the head as far as like the ASL content. It's time, man. It's so hard, trying to take off with a full-time job, got the kids and archery and trying to train. Man, it's tough being a YouTube creator, Mick.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Just do short ones so that I can see your form and then see how because it helps to inspire me actually. And some of those guys, oh my God, Keith today, how about that dude on longbow?
Dude, Keith Harnish. Yeah, no, he's one of those names that just came out of nowhere. And in all honesty, I mean, it surprised me seeing those scores. But his name first showed up to me just a few days ago. He has shot the 50. Is it the 55th Indoor USA Nationals, I think? He just posted a monstrous score. I think it was like 1052 or something with a longbow. Anything 250 plus with a longbow, I would consider just amazing. And he crushed it with a 252. And I was like, I got to looking. Heck, this guy, he beat me before. I didn't even realize it was the 54th USA Archery Indoor Nationals, and I dropped a couple points on the very end, and I went from like first to third, and I got to looking up. He finished first. He beat me by 5 points. I was like, man, this guy's starting to come around. He's doing really good, and put up just a outstanding score today against Erik Jonsson.
Erik Jonsson. So, dude, here we're gonna get to the comments in a second, guys. Just start throwing comments up here too, and I'm gonna read everything. I'm gonna try and put in everything because this is a watch party. We're having fun, man. Just so any stupid comments, I'm still gonna post them, and then we're gonna talk about them. So, if you have a pseudonym like I do, Archery Geek, I always put my name in there too, Mick or whatever. So I make sure I give you guys a shout out. Hey, so he's not on social media. So he is, again, this, I keep saying this in all my podcasts. It's like, he's one of those guys that, we say in Canada, you just keep your mouth shut and throw bombs. and mostly talking about fighting, right? But and you're not unfamiliar with fighting.
Not at all. I'm a lover,
No.
not a fighter, man.
I'm glad you changed your ways, man. You got kids. You got kids.
Right.
You don't need
Oh,
any of that.
you're welcome, Burnaby. Glad to help, man. Good to see you on the rise too. I know you're going to do great things this year, so keep it up, brother. Pulling for you. As far as Keith Harnish, he is on social media, but I think he's under a different name, Keith Allen or something. I found him and sent him a personal congratulations because that's a tough feat that he accomplished. So at least
right?
getting through a cutoff, like just outstanding. So yeah, I was proud of him. I'm sure he's living on cloud nine right now.
Oh my gosh, dude, I just so good. And I thought he had Erik there for I thought he was coming back. He shot like a 29 to come back on Erik or something like that in the second end.
Yeah, he lost. I think he lost the first and second end by just a few points. It was like 2 points and 3 points. And then he made a comeback on that third round, that third end. And if he would have pulled something out of his butt on that fourth end, I was like watching my phone just like, this is cool. That's going to be history in the making. And I think, in all honesty, that was great because that's going to bring Longbow one step closer to getting their own little stage there. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. I don't think there's a lot of money there. Look at Casey Kofod taking up the reins with the mic here. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Carla De La Paz. Great handle. How you doing, Carla? Josh, tell us a little bit more about this while we're waiting. Dude that won the men's recurve pulled a Giga Chad move called a 12 on the last end and drilled it. Well, did it make a difference though? Josh, did it make a Taylor, did it make a difference? Did he win? Did he end up winning the stage or whatever it is, the finals or whatever? Or did he move on? Let us know, man, because that is kind of a cool move. I'm in my office watching you, in your office watching the shoot. This is funny, dude. Oh my God.
Burnaby just said the Barebow is on at 6:20. I think that's Eastern time.
Yeah, it must be Eastern. So we're pretty far away, man. We're like 40 minutes away or whatever, but we can sit and watch some of this other archery. Archery's archery, man. I'm interested in everything. I
like seeing the underdogs, man. I like seeing people come out like that nobody's ever seen before and just come out and just shine. These college kids now.
Hey, go back. Did you just see that? The whole trad tours in the front row. Trad tour guys are all in the front row. Someone text the trad tour guys and tell them we just had them on. Like the whole group is there. Maybe I can go back. I don't want to mess around with it, but
I don't know how many people out there know this.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt you. Go. I'll be a lot like that because I get excitable, Josh.
Yeah, we're gonna be like that all day because I get excited too with this.
Yeah, man. What do we got here? What is it? What is this actually? Kenneth, I love when Kenneth shows up. Kenneth's a local guy here. Like, actually, Josh, you and I keep saying, you keep threatening about shooting together sometime. And
we gotta make it happen.
We'll make it happen. Ken's local too, and he's been shooting pretty good too. He says he's a little bit off right now, but he's still probably pretty good.
She's gonna be a tough.
But yeah, so that's cool. Who else is in the comments here? We've got 15 people watching. Anyone want to throw something up there so I can say hi?
Look at that stabilizer, though. That stabilizer was not moving at all.
All right. It's up to you guys. Totally up to you guys. So we did a sponsor. Well, you know what? Let me do something. Watch this. Go ahead, Josh. You take it away here. I'm going to go do something.
All right. So is there anybody in the chats that was actually at Lancaster that saw something just crazy cool? If so, I want to hear about it. Like, put it in there. Let us know. I want to know because Lancaster is big on my hit list. And I'm going to try to go next year. But I've been hearing some crazy stories. Trevor Fielder shared some interesting stuff with me. And, I guess somebody slipped and fell and busted their head open. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, bled all over the place, retrieved his arrow, and then I don't know if he left. Anybody know that story? Like, that's pretty crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That would be me.
It was right at the beginning, too. Like, at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I'd start shooting. I'd miss the bail like 3 times, and then I'd purposely fall on my face and go, "Oh no, get me out of here!" I've been having an inner ear thing. That's why I missed like 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it happens.
Really smooth.
I know.
So who we got shooting right now? We got Fletcher and Reed, and they both look fairly young.
Yeah, I think this is youth open, maybe.
Okay, well, that would make sense.
Youth Women's Open or something like that. Hey, again, don't forget, just keep reminding people, Josh, to leave comments because I need.
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure.
Once again, anything you guys got to share, regardless, even if you were at Lancaster or something you heard, I just want to see it. And is Lancaster on your guys' hit list? If so, like, what would you be an outlaw? You'd be a Barebow guy, gal? Like, I just want to know what's everybody's thoughts on trying to make this event. Obviously, it's one of the biggest ones out there. Like, what's going on? Fletcher beat the qualifying scores of the women's pros. So, see, that's what I'm saying. These young and up-and-comers, man, they're just destroying it. Our youth is in good. Our archery sport is in really good hands all across the board. Like, there's going to be some big names coming up today, some that you may or may not have ever heard of that are kids shooting college and just putting up monstrous scores, taking out some monstrous names. So that's going to be I think our sport is in really, really good hands, and it's always adapting, you know. Hey, what's up, Mr. But, man, I need to learn to pronounce your last name. It's Eve. Obviously, he was on the Longbow Outlaws.
Yeah.
Eves. Yeah. Eves. Is it Eves or Yves? Yves. All right. I'm going to have still, as soon as I meet this guy, still got to have a bear hugging competition with him. I think he's going to win, but I'm still giving it a go.
He's got a great, Eves. I'm sorry I'm messing it up. We'll get it right, okay? We'll get it right. We'll see you more and more, and trust me, you will get it right.
Luvis, how was your time there? It was your first time, I think, wasn't it?
We got it.
33-33.
Love you too, man. Love you too. There's Mr. Neil, Frana. Yeah, every year it gets more and more competitive. It does. Every single year. And you can watch. It's like over the Barebow. I haven't really looked at a bunch of the scores, but I know that it's consistently making a small stride every single year. But this year, I haven't even really got to really check it out. I know they're probably still bringing it to the next level because that's just Barebow, man. These guys they're just top notch.
Yeah, shoot, I can't.
That's amazing.
All right, let's see here.
Oh, I know why.
Yeah, Miss Casey. This is her first time, I think, ever like getting on the mic, isn't it?
I don't remember her from last year, but that's another one we want to put on, get on the show. I know she's an Ollie, but man, I think she's just done an amazing job.
We'll give her a go.
Absolutely.
Give her a pass.
I think so too. Yeah. Neil and I were going back and forth. Josh, you and I were going back and forth. Neil and I were going back and forth this morning too, like up at 8 a.m. and just kind of going at it, talking about who's doing what, what's going on. Because it was pretty crazy. There we got Santo in the house too now.
Yeah, Santo, what's up, buddy? What's up?
Boys. Hey, are you at the show right now? And why aren't you sitting up in the audience? Trad Tour's up there. We just saw them, Santo. They're all sitting in the front row, live from the backstage. Yeah, who's warming up back there? Are you coaching again? Are you in anyone's box?
Close.
Oh, he said he's live from the backstage. So. I'm cheering everyone on. I know, like we can't wait for Barebow to start. I mean, Barebow's already got good spots in there.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man.
Neil, you wasn't there, was you? You didn't go, did you?
No, he's sitting at home in Arizona, man. He was just chatting with me.
There's Jared Mullis. What's going on, buddy? It's good to see you.
Dude, shot awesome job, Jared. Good job shooting, man.
Seeing his mentality changing from year to year. Jared's going to be one of them shooters that's just. I mean, he already is. He's already there, man. And it was really close. He was in at I think was 1 point. Separated his match.
1 point. Yeah, 1 point. And dude, it was
tough competition.
I know it could have. Again, it's a little bit Barebow, right? Could have gone either way, but the mental
Anybody.
game was there. I felt like with him, and he was shooting, just seeing his scores. I don't know. I haven't talked to him yet, obviously, but
Yeah. Sometimes
yeah.
Santos said him and Paul are with Fawn. Yeah, Fawn. Good night.
Okay, so who's okay? So it Paul. Okay, because Paul's shooting this year. This is the first, or right?
Paul
No,
didn't make it.
Paul didn't make it. Paul didn't make it. That's right. Paul. There's a little mental collapse there, a little bit. The two of them at the same time.
That's
JD3 and him at the same time were collapsing. If they would have shot against anyone else, they had the lowest score. And I'm not trying to put anything. I'm just saying that it's
Barebow.
it's
Barebow.
Barebow. It's interesting how the two of them were not scoring really well against each other. Maybe it was because they know each other so well, or maybe they're just like other things are going through their head. I'd love to talk to Paul and JD3, see what they're. I mean,
Sure.
JD3's very gracious all the time. We need to get Paul and ask him what happened there, because
Paul's really undergone a lot, and he swapped to lefty this year. This was his first year shooting lefty, and
Wow.
made it as far as he did. So that's really, really good. Really proud of him. He's definitely put in that work, and Paul's the kind of guy that he's not just going to show you his perfection. He's going to show you his flaws, and that's one thing that I think has really helped bring him to that next level, is kind of coming in with himself, like knowing what his potential is, as well as where he needs his work, and he's more than willing to share that with everybody. So, yeah, Paul, congratulations, man. That's a tough feat that you did, swapping lefty and making it that far. So, congratulations.
yeah, 100%, man. I think that he did a fantastic job. It doesn't hurt that he shoots in the same club as Fawn Girard, though. I mean, honestly, perfect. Steel. What do we say? Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah. And him and Fawn, they shoot a lot together. Like, they started shooting, what was it, last year, for like a competition in between the two of them, just to help bring their level up. Like, if whoever lost a round had to do like 5 or 10 push-ups. So it's like you're kind of building a little bit of strength and endurance. So it's just pretty cool, pretty smart.
Yeah. I again, it's just when you got really great people around you, it's really great. It is fantastic. I mean, you only get better. So I think that's pretty cool. Oh, someone called the 12. Hey guys, if you're jumping in and out, just want to mention again, we are kind of killing a little bit of time here. So if you need to run and come back, I think everything's gonna start at 7:20, which is 6:20. What did we say? I'm getting confused because it's gonna be 5:20 our time. If someone could do a quick check and see whether or not they've changed the timing for Barebow. Burnaby, where did you find that?
Yeah, that's a good question where he found it. All I know is he said 6:20, so 5:20 our time. So about 20 minutes.
Yeah, in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, we're just chilling out, man. Ask questions. You got a USA Archery team guy in the mic here that can help answer any questions with Josh. So I mean, he's a veteran now. So if you have any questions for him, let me know. If you got any questions for someone that might be already in our audience.
Yeah, sure. Any questions, any stories? Once again, if you're at Lancaster, share them away. I want to hear it all, because I'm looking to go in next year, and I just want to kind of be built up on what's happening over there. It's so interesting seeing it from, like, your home. You only see X amount, with the cameras going here and there. So I was living through Ben Power, like, before the scores would come through, even though they were like 20 seconds behind. I'm just itching. I had to know how it went. So Ben Power was letting me know kind of how everything was going. But yeah, anybody that's there or was there, let us know what's going on.
I'm gonna jump off for a second. I'm gonna grab a few pictures. I got a few pictures.
We'll take it.
Okay.
And it looks like they might just be finishing up with the youth female open. So surely we might be coming up next.
But the big show of the night is coming back.
Barebow,
we will be back with that from Spooky Nook Sports Complex, the 2024.
So, also, what's up here? What can we talk about? Any questions, man, guys? Just post them in there. I got them up. We're gonna have some fun. Like I said, we are running a little bit behind with this, so we're just gonna watch it until then. He was glued to the phone on Friday at work. Neil said that. Yeah, same. Watching all them scores coming through, I was just super impressed. This is like glued. He said glued. Yeah, it's like this is just March Madness for Barebow. Everything is just like a toss-up. There was some really big names that are just kind of getting tossed around there, all new names. It's like you don't know what's going on. Like whenever you think you've got it figured out, who's going to win, it's like last in, something changes. It's just, I don't know, man. This gets me going. I love watching this Barebow stuff. And the same with the Longbow Outlaws. Congrats to everybody that went, putting up them numbers. So really excited to see what happens from there. So let's see the Lancaster. Let's see who's going to be coming up next. Oh, I'm seeing a Barebow. Oh, that's an Ollie. Getting my hopes up here.
No, he came back. It's kind of low. It's a little bit low. I might turn it up a tiny bit when Barebow starts. When Barebow starts, I'll turn it up a little bit so that we can hear it a little bit more. But Barebow is next up.
Mm-hmm.
It's next up. I can't believe this. Okay, so before we go, before we get to, they're just doing the Lancaster commercial. Let me throw a few. Let me throw a few things up here on so we can. All right. So first of all, congratulations to the Longbow Outlaws, man. Freaking awesome. But special, I want to say something special. Archery Geek, this channel, the YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to Archery Geek, go on to Archery Geek. Really, I know you guys subscribe to my Facebook, but it's YouTube. Like YouTube is where all the action happens. Like, so it's just Archery Geek on YouTube. Sign up there and just subscribe and then turn on the notifications and leave some comments once in a while. But anyway, that's what helps to fund this. Anytime that I can sponsor something, I will do that for traditional archery. And here's a great picture I put together today for the top longbow shooter, $50. Keith Harnish on the right hand side there, man, shooting that beautiful bow. Top men's longbow, $50. Keith won that as well. And then top woman longbow, Stacy Carmichael, who is awesome picture of her in a pirate get-up, which I thought was really cool. I did not get permission to use that picture of her, so I hope that's okay. But I thought it was really cool hanging off my logo here. So those guys are really great.
Yeah. Once again, it looks like Keith, he was shooting a timber point there.
Yeah, it looks like timber.
Yeah, that's a Medusa. Yeah, good for him. And Stacy, I didn't get to see what she was shooting.
But she was talking about that she had a timber point, that she bought a timber point recently. So I don't know either, but we can ask her. Want to shout out to these dudes right here. They're sitting in the front row. So I just grabbed this off of Facebook. So if there's some images or pictures on Facebook, I'll try and grab them, throw them up. There's
Victor Lee and Steve.
Yeah, Victor Lee and Steve.
Okay.
And then there's Keith again. And that picture those awesome pants on Maggie.
The Beetlejuice pants.
Beetlejuice. Oh, I can't say it. It's funny. And then Jeff Ogilvy's right here. You can't see him, but he's right there. He's right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. So a lot of people didn't know this, but Maggie's dad shoots. Michael Brensinger. And what's really cool is Maggie last night was telling me that he had this cool barebow weight. So I was like, Michael, send me that picture of that barebow weight. So he did. And this is it. It's a trailer hitch. It's a trailer hitch.
Dude, that's what I love about barebow is you never know, like these custom cool weights that are coming out.
Yeah.
It's like it's your personality. This is perfect. I love this.
Yeah, this is really good, man. This screams redneck barebow. I love it. I love it. I like. What do you put? Like so. There's some people who put it on their bow. Who put the revolver?
That was me.
That was you, right?
Yeah. So I put that on my WF-29. I had Anton make that, and since then there's been like 3 or 4. Like he's just pumping them out left and right. And it's really coming out pretty cool. I worked with him for maybe, gosh, I don't know, about a month working on that and trying to tell him what I wanted with the weight we were looking at. So my revolver actually has brass bullets put on the inside of it. It's freaking cool. And then he took the long weight that sits in the WF-29 on the very bottom and like made it into a gun barrel. Like just, dude, it's cool. I'll have to get you some pictures and post it. Yeah, Anton, he makes great weights, and yeah, he's really coming up here into the barebow realm. I think he actually built a barebow riser too.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You know,
He's
it's
pretty good.
you know, let's talk about barebow risers. Let's talk about them a little bit here because it's a bit of a there's some amazing new, like, people are building barebow risers now, right? And you're seeing Gilo, right? Obviously, and you've seen WF. Whatever it is, 29 or whatever, CD Archery. And then Hoyt has been after a lot of the barebow guys lately.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you that Hoyt's got great stuff, and welcome to the game. And thanks for injecting money into the barebow community. But CD seems to be still, we'll see here on the stage. That's what we should be watching for too. Those are the things that let's watch for who's shooting what.
Yeah, CD has definitely done a lot in the barebow world for as far as like monetaries or everything, payouts. They're definitely one of the big pushes behind the barebow round. So you got to give credit where credit's due. Point, it seems like they're following suit, and they're bows that they're putting out now. It just seems like everybody's want to get their hands on the new GMXs. I think Yaka, even Fawn, and all them. I think they're playing around with the 25, 27-inch risers. There's just, you got to shoot what works for you, but man, it seems like the Hoyt and the CD Archery, they're just up there. And Gilo too,
Yeah, Hector saying hello from Lancaster. We know you're at Lancaster, Hector, because we just put a picture up of you guys, and the Lauderdale crew did amazing. I thought, and you did particularly. You did quite well. I'll be honest, I haven't followed you as much as I probably should be in terms of your what you've been shooting, but man, it looked pretty good. I
think Hector made the cutoff.
Oh, you made a cut for sure. Yeah.
I think he I don't know. I think he may have lost in the first round against. I don't know. Like I'll have to pull it up.
You'll pull it up. Yeah. Well, take it. If you have it, Josh, too, if you ever want to take a look at that, but. Just trying to get everyone in here. So David, Whiskey City, hello from Kalamazoo, Trad Expo. So cool, man. Yeah, and I saw is Keith shooting one of your quivers?
Are you kidding me?
David, let me know. I thought that's what I saw. I thought that's what I saw. So,
I think Keith Harnish was also shooting his quiver, the hipster.
That's what I'm saying. Keith, did I say?
Yeah,
did I not say
yeah,
Keith?
he was shooting it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was shooting it. And that's pretty good, man. That dude. We got to get more attention on that guy, man. You got to give him a little more pressure.
Put some pressure on this cat, man. He probably still do just fine.
I don't think he's kid. Hey, so 19 people in the comments. Don't forget to share on Facebook. Come on, bring everyone in here. Just chat. We're gonna throw all your comments up on the screen here, and we're gonna talk, and we're gonna sit here, and we're gonna get excited about barebow together. And we got USA Archery Team Josh on the line, on the mics here too, so we can answer any questions. Share on your Facebook. Tell people we're watching it. By the way, some people might be thinking, hey, Archery Geek, what the hell are you doing? You're rebroadcasting. That can't be cool. This was cleared. This actual rebroadcast has been cleared through Lancaster Archery, through PJ Riley. I actually had a conversation with him. So if you're wondering, that's what's going on here. Now, you know what's funny, or what's awesome here? This is, I'll put Neil back up here. Okay, here we go. Here's the broadcast, guys. Let's see. I want to hear what Matt has to say. Turn this up a bit.
Of the pusharchery.com.
Oh, Neil, yeah. As far as like when I go next year, is it longbow or is it the barebow style? I'll be shooting crossbow. It's longbow, buddy. I'll be definitely hitting that longbow scene. Those guys, I'm telling you, I don't even know if I can hold a candle to them. Some of them numbers that were posted were just outrageous. So good for them. Good for them.
Here we go. Here's Matt.
We're here already again. And of course, this is the Lancaster Archery Classic, and when you look at it,
We've had a full day of shooting. Let's take a look at the schedule. So we opened up the day at 1 o'clock Eastern time with some compound
what I wanted to say
classes.
about
We had the
Neil
senior,
too is that he was saying,
women's
you know,
masters, women's
Anton
masters. Then we went to
makes
some recurve youth, and then
great
the
weights
recurve
and he's a
open,
great
and now here
craftsman
we
or
are
whatever. But if you
for
guys
the
see some of
finale of
Neil's
the day
stuff, right? And then
with
the fact that
a
he's
cash
the
bar
Barebow band or the
right on the
Barebow
spot,
band, is that right,
women's
Neil?
Barebow. Now,
That is a
Matt, go ahead and
great,
tell us
that's a
bit about
really
how
cool
this
product too.
qualifying's
If you
gonna
haven't
work.
used
So
that,
due to the
it's
amount of women
it's
that
made to
entered, we
fit.
get the
It's
top
2
four
rings and
qualified
it's the
for
string. It's
the
been.
show
I was
for the
shooting
big stage here.
a
Ranked,
hockey
ties
shoelace
are
for
broken by
forever,
11s. We
right?
have a bottom
And
format, which means
and
number
this thing
4
is
plays number
just
3, winner
it's been
plays
so
number
good.
2,
It's
and
been
then the winner
amazing.
of that plays number 1.
And it works with my WF
Yeah, so you can come in here
29,
in fourth place
which is
and walk
super
out
heavy
as
freaking
the
bow.
champion. Boy, it is going to be
Yeah,
Bow
actually,
band.
exciting.
Neil's made quite a few
Here,
bands for me. I think I've probably got 3 or 4 of his bands that I
even
shoot
on one
with.
side, it's just
Like you said, great product, really.
Well, now
And
it's
he's
time to welcome our athletes to the field
he
to play.
sponsored one of our shoots here that I had local that we were helping for like kids to give a scholarship for. He showed up, and you
Here we
did
go.
too. Both of you guys.
Here we go. Here we go.
We got a packed house.
Yeah, we do.
We got a packed house, and
Rich-
we're ready to rock. All right.
There's PJ.
Connor's calling the arrows.
That's a
PJ,
Coffey.
take it away.
All right, we don't want to wait any longer. Let's get right to the action here. From Torino, Italy,
Yes.
our number 4 qualifier, Elisa Medico.
You know, PJ. I'm a little nervous. And again, so Josh and I were talking about this.
She's been
Neil and I were
shooting
talking
for
about this
4
today.
years. She is the Italian
Don't-
champion.
Don't know this. Don't know a lot of these people. At least I
Yeah.
don't. I remember her from the 3D
And our
shootout.
3rd place qualifier from Bowling Green, Kentucky, Ava Jones.
There we go. That's this. I'm rooting for the underdog, man. Who's everybody got for this one? I want to know.
Ava has 2
Oh, we got
Leave it in the
world
chat.
records.
See, this is one of those kids I'm talking about. Brand new,
What?
up and coming from college, already has world records. She has the world record in U18 barebow, 18 meters. She's also won ASA Nationals against the guys. I think she won first place in ASA Fort
Looking at Ava
Benning.
Jones from
It's
Bowling Green,
huge.
Kentucky.
Huge.
And one of the
So
things
good
you're
for
gonna
her.
find in Barebow is people at the top, not necessarily lifetime shooters. These first 2
3
shooters,
years
we have one
shooting.
has 3
Wow.
years
3 years, though,
experience,
is
the
not
other has
bad.
4 years experience.
In 4
As
years.
Elisa Medico from Italy has, and of course,
Italian
we're gonna see the
Championships
number 2 and
first
number 1
place.
have more years experience.
Oh, yeah.
But Matt,
All right. So this is this is 3 and 4
surge
shooting off
of
against each
shooters
other.
coming into the fold.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of new
3rd and
faces
4th.
this year.
I want
Not
Ava to
only in
move
women's,
on.
but also
I like
in
the
men's.
youngsters
Yeah.
to kick butt.
Of course we
This
got
is
to
a
go
really
for a
cool
Kentucky
matchup
girl,
because
man.
we have a 15-year-old
Now,
going
Elisa,
against
she shot a
Elisa,
qualifying
who
score of
has a
524.
lot
That
of
is
experience
impressive.
in the world
That's-
That's the
that's-
Chad Tour group right there. Yeah, that's amazing.
There we go.
field archery,
Yeah, it was.
outdoor
Ava did.
3D.
They all
A
did
lot of world
amazing to
archery
get
experiences,
here.
bigger
Yeah.
tournaments,
And now-
you know, Ava is not. So she doesn't. She does a lot of 3D, a lot of ASAs.
Yeah.
But you know, this is her big showing here, coming out of nowhere. Just an unbelievable archer.
All right, so they're shooting single spot targets at 18 meters downrange, and the first arrow's
Oh,
fired.
hey, that's
Tell
solid.
us
That's
about the
solid.
innermost
That,
ring
not,
in the
that
middle.
you know, it's
Innermost ring in the
centered.
middle is worth
nice and
11
solid.
points here at the Lancaster Classic. Typically, that's
This
only
is
counted
very
as 10 points
Cinzia
and an X for
draw.
tie breaks. But one thing that's unique here at the Classic is
Yeah.
we do count it as an extra
See,
point.
there's the nerves getting you right there.
And Elisa's arrow
We're
is
ahead.
to the
You know,
left
USA is
of her arrow
ahead.
is that single 1.5
Italy 1 point down.
dot. What's that?
That is the 12 ring. So there is a little button on the front of their platform that, if needed, you can step on that and call a
Griffin.
12 and aim for that small white dot, and that would be worth 12 points.
There you go.
This is
She's
Barebow
got to. She got to get in the
competition,
gold here.
There was just an arrow shot in the yellow. And the
Boy,
crowd went
that
crazy.
form looks amazing.
There we go.
Why?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
So,
she just touched the
essentially,
yellow
we
there,
are
so she's
using
only
the
still
tip of
1
our
point
arrow
down.
to aim,
Form looks good.
and you'll see us
Cinzia,
do
though,
a
looks
process called
exactly like it. All the
strip where we
Italian
come
Italian
down the
women look
string,
alike
we're
when they
using
shoot.
marks
They
on
get
our
that
tab.
half draw.
So for any Olympic recurve or compound archers out there,
That was a
the
little
back of our
quick.
tab is
Slow
like
down,
a
slow
sight
down,
tape
slow
for a
down.
single pin slider sight. So we're actually changing the launch trajectory of our arrow.
It's like a
by
good
coming
solid
down the
8
string,
liner.
and she's
Yeah.
sighting using the tip of the arrow as a single pin sight and covering up the gold and executing.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, you got a point.
What's
Point up,
incredible
point
about
up, point
Barebow
up,
is
point up for the
when we get to
youngster.
the end of 4 ends of competition, sometimes we have tie scores. But let's get to
Ava,
PJ
no.
Riley
He's like, Ava.
with the athletes.
Elisa, how are you doing?
Here we
Coming
go.
all the way from Italy. Is this your first time on the Classic big stage?
Yes, it is.
And how does it feel to be up there?
It's beautiful. It's a new experience. You are all beautiful.
Beautiful.
Back home in Italy,
That's Italian.
are they aware of the Barebow experience at the Lancaster Classic?
Yeah. Barebow.
Barebow, there you go.
There we go. She just got an extra point for that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Look,
that's
something
awesome.
to take note of as we look at the recap here. We're going to see some shots from Ava Jones.
So you know what was cool, what was interesting is that
whether you're shooting it,
you know, I've talked to PJ. I had PJ on the show a little while ago, and he was like, you know, some fans are like, don't talk to us, don't talk to the archers, don't, you know, and it's not good. But he's like, no, this is what Rob wants. This is what Rob Coffey likes. He said, like, no, put the pressure on them. This is additional added pressure. It's part of the game. It's part of the Lancaster Classic game. So here we go. Slow your shot down, Ava.
What we're lighting is very important for us. So one of the big things in Barebow is the arrow diameter that we're using. Some archers you'll see using skinny diameter arrows like Elisa here.
8 or better.
They're said to aim easier because of the smaller diameter. But the trade-off there is if you want to use a large 23 diameter arrow.
Both of the releases are just so consistent. Watch how crazy Ava gets into that back whenever she lets it go. It's consistent. It's so awesome to watch somebody so young pulling it out.
It's a little fearless too, isn't it? Oh my God, there you go.
Just strong execution. I really like to follow through.
It's a 9/11, but it's a 10. There's the trad tour guys again.
Now, of course, if you're new to archery and you're used to watching Olympic recurve,
oh, Ava's going through, baby. Ava's going through. USA, USA.
we don't see long stabilizers, but we do see weight being able to be added to the bow.
In Barebow, you can add weight below and above the grip.
It's just so consistent. Good for her.
You just have to have your
eight's
bow
fine.
fit
Eight's
through an
fine. I
inspection
showed it.
gauge. That is a metal ring.
Again, 8 or better. That's a good target so far.
Which is the diameter of it, the gold on a 50-meter target. And it just kind of snakes up through there. So you'll see some really interesting weight configurations we'll talk about during the next end.
Yeah, she picked up some
from
points
the
there.
scoring perspective, if you look
2
at
more
the upper
points.
part of your screen and you see that 8 asterisk, what that's telling you.
Here we go. Let's hear what little Miss Ava has to
question.
say.
It could be a 9.
Yeah,
Let's get back down to PJ.
Is this your first time shooting at the Classic?
No, I came last year.
Came last year as well. I saw you've been shooting for 3 years. What made you decide to get into Barebow?
I started shooting NAS, and then when we went to ASA,
Yeah.
I started shooting that.
And it's all these people behind you too, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced anything like this in the Barebow you shot last 3 years?
No.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That's
All right, folks, let's give it up for these ladies.
It's so funny
Brave,
watching
brave.
these young kids come up because it's like they don't have, I shouldn't say because I can't speak for them, they don't have the nerves just built in yet. It's just like they're just doing what they know and love.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I
It's
want
a
to know
game for
what
them.
what their pressure is versus like somebody that's been seasoned and up there. Like it's a little bit older. Like she's probably just worrying about what's for dinner or something. You know?
Yeah, where are we going? Can we go to Red Lobster after this?
Well, if you
Yes.
win.
She's awesome. She seems awesome. And you know what was cool about that? She came up in the National Archery School program, which we got to keep funding that, man. That's another one of my causes that I think I need to get on next year. It's just because you're going to get a lot of these people.
And so during inspection, as long as your bow fits through that ring, you're going to be legal.
Close? Come on, man. Is that 9? Give her that looks like lighting to me. Come on, man.
And you'll see those hammer weights out there. So those hammer weights, if you think about snaking a metal ring, you can kind of jockey it left and right as you're snaking up the bow. So it's a really creative way to
Was she shoot for that or no? No.
And still get that ring.
She's getting target
snake
panic,
the whole way up the
locked
bow.
off target there.
Yeah. And so since we don't have stabilizers, we're trying to increase the weight of our bow. These are essentially
solid.
stripped down Olympic
Solid.
rings.
She puts it
You see
right in there
25,
though.
29
Like she just
inch
comes
metal
up to her
risers.
face and draws. Shoots.
And a lot of us barebow archers, we use specific barebow risers. So these are risers that are designed with different weight distributions, knowing that we can't add
Still picking up
stabilizers
points,
to it.
though.
The bow might be designed and balanced a little bit differently.
And there are some large companies,
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of smaller companies that are around that are doing those
Absolutely,
as well.
absolutely. We have a lot of great kind of grassroots companies within the barebow community that comes out with really cool risers that I'm sure we'll see during the men's division. But we also have big
Oh
hitters like
yeah,
Woodleaf.
Santo sent me a good
12
picture
was
of
called.
Demmer.
And 7
From the
just
back,
low.
right?
Going for that 12. And I like that move because this is the third.
Oh, did she shoot a 12?
Yes.
And so the Italian decided, hey, I'm going to go.
Okay, you had me nervous. So
No,
that's
she
the
just
thing,
missed it.
too.
Yeah, well,
It's like that 12 ring. Somebody, like, you need to at least step on that once around because it's not just once per all of it. It's once per end.
Yeah. That's a good strategy, dude. That would be a good strategy. Yeah, because it doesn't fault you for getting 11, though, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
So I think Leo Peterson was the first one to really pick up on that. I think it was his dad. He's like, just pick a number, either the first one or the last one. Those are your two most high stressful arrows to where you can probably have a collapse or fall apart. Just pick one and just hit your button. If you fall into it, perfect.
Yeah.
You get
I think
rewarded for that shot.
He'll be doing that again this time, but he's a much higher seed this time than he's been in the past. So I'm excited for him. Josh and the Barebow. Yeah, am I going for Raymond? Yeah, I'd be lying if I wasn't going to. I didn't want a Canadian to win. But not only that, he crushed it, and he deserves to win. Like, I mean, no, everyone has to go through all the eliminations, and it's the game, the Lancaster Archery Classic game. But in my mind, he's already done enough to win, right? I mean, he just absolutely crushed the field. He continuously was shooting excellent. I mean, he's shooting scores I didn't even know you could get to in Barebow. So, I do want him to win. He's a Canadian, obviously, but I want him to win because he's a great shooter. Obviously, I like everyone, though. Everyone that made it to it is amazing. Look at that, 9.
She's got to finish out this end, man. She can do it.
Yeah, she's just got to shoot.
There's some archers that are using the aim to trigger their shot. Some archers are using different features on the bow, whether they're pulling.
She's shooting a good round, honestly. An 86 already, so pretty good, pretty solid.
Panic away.
Eva's just got such a great consistent form, even just the way she transfers. It's all in one solid motion. Everything looks great. Good for her.
She needed that.
Oh, she needed that.
There you go.
Okay, so
Here we go.
Ava just needs to put a good shot on here.
Just one good shot, and she's done, and it's good. So she's like,
just got to execute one solid shot.
come on, 8 or 9.
Great shot.
There it is.
Not yet. It's not within reach now.
Not going to be enough, but hopefully
She's calling the 12. So when you see that
She got-
lighting up like that,
Yeah.
she's got the 12 unlocked. Now she's got to go for it.
All right.
Yeah,
Smash an 8.
All right, so
Wow.
Ava's going to stay there. Well, she's not going to stay there. Obviously, they're going to move her. She's going to get bumped by. Who's next, Josh? Do you know?
Yeah, we have, let's see here. Next we have, I think it's Lina.
Okay,
From
Lina
Sweden.
coming up. Yeah. Lina doesn't get the luxury of being last this year.
No. We got Mrs. Fawn in there.
Yeah.
So let us know in the chat who you think's got it this year. Obviously we just watched Ava kind of move up there. Or they're done. Are they
Wait, I
done
thought
shooting
that
or
was
are they
over.
shooting another end? No, they're done.
Done.
Okay, so that is the end of our first match.
Yeah. So who's everybody got? We just watched Mrs. Ava just make her little, not debut, because she did shoot last year. She made it into the cut, but didn't make the shoot-offs.
Elisa Medico is our 4th place finisher. She's
Yeah, we
gonna
got
take
a couple people already
$500.
mentioned Fawn.
Congratulations, Elisa.
Hey, $500 is okay for being 4th place there. That's good. But Ava's deep in the money now. She's rolling deep.
Yeah. Good for her.
Aves is saying.
That's an automatic podium for her. So, man, she's going to be smiling ear to ear. Mom will be bringing her to Red Lobster. We'll be bringing her to Red Lobster. With her winnings.
With her winnings.
All right.
She's got Red Lobster money now.
Number 2 seed here. No stranger to the class.
Melanie, are you really so Melanie?
From Edsbyn, Sweden.
Yeah, Lina coming up.
Lina Bjorklund.
And there's our longbow champion there, female. So that's nice, a little shot of her. Pulling for Ava, but likely Lina Fawn, however, would be cool.
And Lina is a monster. She's been around for quite a while. She won the 2023 Lancaster last year. She is a current Barebow World Archery Field Champion. She's got 3 world titles in field and currently like a world record holder. She's been in the game. She's won like 3 gold medals and a bronze since 2012, I believe. is what I've seen. So every 2 years, yeah, she's just every 2 years for the European Championships. She's just if you can Google her and just look at the list of stuff, she is no
her
stranger.
shooting record, her resume is just amazing.
Oh,
I mean,
impressive. And she's actually, I don't think they're married, but Erik Jonsson, they're a couple.
yeah, they're a couple. I thought they did get married they were talking about that last last 2023, the 2023 Lancaster. Everyone had thought that they were already married, but they just had announced their engagement or their marriage or something like that last year. If anyone remembers, let us know. You know, it's like, okay, she's not even holding the string.
I'd kill for that. Yeah,
No, she's not even in 9. She just comes up like it's nothing, nobody's business.
right off the bat.
I don't watch Lina's fingers though. It's strange. Oh, Lina, welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage, Lina. My name's Ava. Let's not forget it.
Saw a slight pluck with that bow arm.
She was getting a little nervous. She's like, I got this kid. It's just a kid. And then she comes out, bam, smashes a 10.
That's
nice.
Yeah, she's getting comfortable now.
Yeah.
Oh no, she didn't like
Oh, that's a sick. Oh, Ava. I know. I love Lina. Lina, I love you. Just like, but you know, it's the underdog, right?
Yeah. I'm an underdog fanatic. I mean, it doesn't matter what I'm watching. Archery, UFC, football. I'll always root for the underdog, man. I love not counting people out. Ava's got that underdog vibe about her. She's going to come out swinging in the rest of this round. I'm really excited to see
all this. She's saying that she's got some problem with her bow.
Archery Classic stage.
Not good.
Find your picture up there on one of those banners. No, where is it? 2023. There you are. Top left, probably behind that light for you. You want to be up there again, don't you? So you come all the way from Sweden. What is it you love about the Lancaster Archery Classic?
As I said last year, can you give me a tricky one?
We want to hear it.
Hey, Lisa.
Let's see, English. The hospitality, the Barebow community, everybody sharing.
Yes.
There you go. That's what we wanted to hear.
Yeah.
One extra point for Lina.
Yeah, we love Lina. We love Lina though. She's great. It's just her.
All right. After our first end, we have
string
Ava
hand
Jones,
is like
27,
I'm befuddled, confused, overwhelmed with emotion when I watch her shoot. I'm like, how does she hold that string?
Yeah.
I don't even get it.
I can't even begin to start to dissect that. You know, it's like I want to know what the poundage of her bow is to be able to do that. For one.
Fiance Erik Jonsson,
Oh.
Fiance, see, Matt said fiance.
It looks like she's got her finger taped also with the tab. So I mean, just because of all that pressure on it, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's go, Ava.
Whoa, did she call it?
Oh no, her coach needs to tell her to be smacking that 12.
Shit.
Look at even Lina had a little bit of a smile on that one. That's right.
You can see Lina has about an 1.5-inch crawl there down the string.
It's 8 to match. It's matching. So I mean, she's still keeping in the game there.
Hitting the goal.
So Ava, hit that 12 now, just in case.
About that arrow for Jones is if she wanted to, it's actually 2 arrows to call the 12. Obviously, only
We got another Canadian in here, Miss Lisa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ava.
It's okay. It's okay. 8 or better.
It's
8 or better.
it's Barebow. It's so.
She was grouping a little high. Maybe she went down the string and maybe added
It's a
a little bit to her
9.
crawl.
That looks like a 9. I don't think that's a 10.
But there is an
That's
adjustment,
starred.
so the tab.
She's on fingertips and fletching to the nose. Absolutely, Melanie. It's but it's really on your fingertips, isn't it? Right? Hey, if you just joined us, Ava's just crushing everything right now. Hopefully,
There you go.
and she's a 10. She shoots a 10 and puts it with it's well in hand right now. Oh no! And then there's 11. There
We got a
That's
match on our
leg.
hands.
Yeah, now we go.
Super exciting.
Oof.
Yeah.
1 point. I did not
Yeah.
think she was going to pull that 11 off. So
Yeah.
don't forget to get in the comments if you can. Question, say hi if you've just joined.
What is the Barebow scene? Tell us about that.
Yeah, she got that 11.
A couple for S38, but that's about it.
That's about it. So you've been up here now. You're in your second match. Are you feeling more comfortable, or is it just still nerves?
Nerves.
Nerves.
There it is.
No hesitation.
All right.
No
Well, you
hesitation.
seem to be handling it well. Currently, we have confirmed we have a tie score.
Jumping.
53-53.
It was a 10.
Heading into
The final.
They got 2 ends left.
Yeah, so we have 2 ends left.
Oh, hey,
in
dude.
this
Hey,
match.
Josh, grab me a
53,
smash
53
burger
athlete
while you're
upgraded at
Taylor.
City
Josh
of
Taylor.
52, and
He's firing up the
down in
Blackstone.
scores
Yeah, I'll
now.
take a
It's gonna be
smash
tie
burger.
match, last end.
And
this is so exciting.
yeah,
Or no,
that'd be great.
This is the second. This is the third. Yeah, yeah. Third.
Love me some
third
smash
You,
burgers.
you deliver. You
Yep.
deliver to
The show
DeSoto.
goes on, right? It goes on and on and on. When we have Barebow, we're going to have 8 matches.
So I wonder how old Ava is. I mean, she can't be.
Matches, 7 matches, 8 athletes.
15?
She's got to be.
It's going to be great.
I mean,
Lina
because
Bjorklund starts off the
she's
first
not
end
shooting
with
for a
24.
college or anything, so she's obviously.
I wonder what her
Ava
dad's saying
Jones,
to her
you
right now.
mentioned groups kind of open up a little bit
I
right there.
wonder
The
what her
first 2
dad's
arrows.
saying to her.
Starts off with a
Wait, what are
27,
they
but a
doing? Are they
26,
changing the
right?
target?
So now,
Why?
talking about the string walking and what a well-coached Ava Jones is able to do. That's right, come out of the box with a 10, but
Who's
Let me tell you, something right there, just changing a target, boy, that just
15-year-old
right up
because it
here.
messes up
Ava Jones,
Oh.
coming back down.
Barebow, since we're using the tip of our arrow to aim, when we make our crawl and we have that up
Yeah,
against the
Josh,
target, there's a couple different approaches.
Mr. Taylor.
You can,
Like,
do
yeah,
what
smash
we
the
call a
onions in,
lollipop
too.
hold,
I love
because
them.
the arrow shaft kind of runs right up
Like
to
he's
the
making me
bottom
hungry.
of the yellow, so
I set my
archers
wife out
see
for
the whole
food,
yellow in their
actually.
sight picture, and the crest of the top of their arrow is right at the bottom of the yellow.
She's
What?
so consistent with that. I
That's
mean,
very
just
popular.
watching it break
Or
is so
cutting the yellow
beautiful.
with the top of our arrow. Those two are very common. Ava does what we call an eclipse
Right.
hold.
Let's
So she's
go.
actually
Okay,
covering
we're up
A
one.
ring to
We're
A
up
ring.
one.
She's
We're up
getting
one
the
Ava.
diameter
I know
of
it sounds
the
like we're going for
concentric
Ava because she's the
with
underdog
the
and
A ring.
she's
So she actually keeps
young
these
and
gold as
we
her
love
arrows
Lina though.
exploding.
Don't I mean?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You know, Lina's just accomplished so much.
So that's
Ooh,
I
she
mean, just
moved
a
on
just
that
a
one.
monster.
That's a
Ava's
9.
stepping up here.
Oh, dude,
That's a
10
nine.
See if
now.
Lina can keep the
Yeah.
pressure on.
Sorry
Tie
to
game.
interrupt you.
Come third.
No,
That's what we needed.
Good
There we go.
shot.
Tie game.
So
Neck
we're
and
at
neck.
10-9 now. It's last arrow.
Let's see what Ava does here. It's too close to jump on that 12 bud.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh, baby.
Thank God it was a 9. That was such a quick
The
shot,
arrows she needs to
but
put on there.
okay.
Such a great group. Let's see what
you
Lina
know,
does here.
whenever Ava starts off with such, great shooting, Lina's just got that in her mind that
There
she's
it
got to
is.
match it.
Oh.
And she
That's what
does.
we want, baby. Exactly.
She
what we
just
want.
keeps
Oh,
Ava
man.
can't pull away with Lina.
Unofficially
Lina right on her tail.
81,
This is a great match. This is why I love Lancaster, man.
This is why I want to have a watch party with everyone. Jump in the comments. I'm not even kidding. I'm not being. Guys, this is crazy. Are you watching this? Are you guys watching this?
Yeah, this is only the second match too. Like this is,
Coming up. That's who one of these archers.
I don't know, man. Like if I was a redneck, this is my NASCAR. Like I could watch this all day, every day, jumping and screaming. This gets me going. Good for them.
Already, this is a classic.
Heading into our fourth
Already, this is a
and
classic.
final end, 81-81.
Final end coming up. Here we go.
Is that a Percoli too?
Does it get any
Hi,
better than a
Christina.
tie match in the last end in Barebow? I don't think so.
I don't. So now, what's the overtime? Do you know, Josh, on how this works?
So they got one end left. If it comes down to a tie,
Okay.
usually they go by the 11 count. I think they're actually matched up as far as the 11s. I think they both have 111. So then it would come down to a 1-arrow shoot-off, closest to center, I do believe.
All right.
So here we go. So the best way to approach this is don't leave it in the judge's hands. It's the famous fighting. Finish it off. Let's go.
Yeah.
44-pound range for indoor. And Ava
Starts off
Okay,
strong.
that's a strong shot. It's a 10, and that's a. She's come out swinging.
Great execution.
Look at that. Is that 11?
God, look at that, man. Just the focus that Lina's got.
Dude, I think that's 11. That's not even a
That was an
star.
11.
Shoot.
Great tempo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You can
no,
see
Like,
Ava's
Ava's
gonna
still
put it out
smashing
with the
away.
red because
Good
her
for her.
shot tempo is a little fast. Those two last arrows have been.
Yeah,
just
that was
really
11,
nice
yeah.
tempo. Lina not happy with
Oh,
that.
we're tied. It's
What?
coming down this final arrow.
She is aiming hard for that
That was an 8.
She needs 10s.
Yeah.
We've got a 1 point. Ava has a 9-star, so it could be upgraded to a 10.
Oh, that hit an arrow.
That was out there.
That hit an arrow. Did you hear that?
Yeah, you could sit there and watch the middle arrow move, and that was in the 10.
Yeah, I was in the 10. Shit. Oh,
Tied.
no.
All right, so
Tied.
that arrow call.
That might.
What a,
Well,
I think
No,
that's
wait.
gonna happen.
yeah, I think so.
That, she got Lina's through.
oh, I think Lina
It
won.
won't even matter. 10-10, that's
Be a
28.
one-point victory.
And she's a 1-point
Or
victory.
a 2-point victory.
Or 2. 1 or 2.
Relief on Lina's face.
Oh, my gosh. That was a bounce out, Ava.
Yeah, by 2 points. That would have been a shoot-off right there.
Lancaster Archery
Woo.
Classic, seriously. There's
Dang. Well, congratulations to Ava. That was awesome watching her. Like I said, she came in last year. She made the shoot-offs. No, she didn't make the shoot-offs. She made the cut, but didn't make the shoot-offs. So young. She's got a very bright future ahead of her.
Future's bright on Barebow.
Very
We just
future.
got to get the money into Barebow because, you know, some of these people will be like, hey, I don't have, there's no money in this. Why don't I'm skilled archer. Why don't I go to another discipline? So we need to keep the money
Jones
in
will
it.
finish in 3rd place.
Robert Peters.
And now we
Amazing
are
how
gonna
good
see
they
a
can
match
shoot.
of
Only in my dreams. Glad to be
women's
watching.
Barebow
Had a
Titans.
heart
That's it.
attack Monday morning.
It's interesting to
What, Robert?
watch.
Lina versus
Yeah.
Fawn.
I'm having a heart attack right now watching this, dude. I hope you're okay. But I'm glad you're around, dude. I'm glad you're around.
encouraging words from Lina Bjorklund, no doubt to Ava
That was a
Jones.
glance off.
Understand
All right, who's
that
coming out?
15-year-olds
Who's
Oh,
coming
you
out?
guys already know. Drum roll for who's coming out. Come on, man. Athlete of the Year from World Archery Americas. You guys already know.
Hey, for the Barebow crowd, I want to further explain something. The 12 ring should always be in play. One end per match. One end per match. But there's no reason not to call it. There's absolutely zero penalty for calling a 12.
Thank you, Coffey.
So encourage your people to call it every end that they can.
That's poor
One
coaching,
end
I
per
think.
match.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're great coaches. Everyone is in
One
there is great
arrow
coaching, but they're not thinking about
per
the
end.
game. Like, this is a game.
One arrow per end.
Sure. Absolutely.
Thank you, Connor.
And is there walkout music this year? That would be super cool if there was.
Let's hear
Like, that would be awesome. Somebody asked, Josh Taylor asked if there was walkout music this year.
Our business is not done here yet. I know this place is going to get loud now.
Oh, here we go. We got to get loud for our girl.
Ohio, Fawn Girard.
With the Pennsylvania accent. Fawn Girard.
There she is. Look at that.
She's got that cool shirt. What? Read this shirt. Read this shirt from last night. You got to read it. She goes, I have a problem holding on to fat shafts or something like that. I'm not kidding you. Read this shirt. Read
That's
this
like
shirt.
we're trying to one up Lee Wilkins. I'd hit that shirt.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Let's
So
try
Fawn,
to team.
obviously, she's a Lancaster winner from 2022, record world holder.
Gerard.
Yeah,
Well-
right there you go.
No
She's
stranger to the stage, Fawn
Yeah,
Girard.
she actually
And
held
we'll
it
see what kind of
indoor
arrows
record
she's shooting
too.
because,
World
you know,
record.
I'm
Lina
guessing
beat it by 2 points,
23
but
is the max, not
yeah.
27 diameter.
That's right.
23
Just a
is the max.
stud.
That's right, Fawn Girard. So if we go back a few years, Fawn has made the elimination rounds every year she's competed here at the Lancaster Classic, even when the men's and women's division were combined. When the women's division got split out and now we get our own Barebow finals like we're seeing here, the winners of that have been Lina, Aaron Hayob, Lina again last year. So is this Fawn's year coming out?
She's just
first
chewing
seed?
bubble gum.
She's open.
Yeah.
I came here to
She's going to give it everything she's got.
Chew
Every
bubble
bit
gum.
of the
Can hear
motion she
chew
has
bubble
is
gum.
going to be laid out right there, 18 meters downrange.
Very taking her time, very accurately making this crawl.
There we go.
Our goal here is
Just
to
being
shoot
smart
a
with
very
it.
strong scout
Yeah.
arrow to see what the lighting.
She hit the 12?
impact, and then we go
Okay.
from there.
Perfect.
She's shooting
She made the
all
choice to bump Lina
white.
off the left platform. And
Yeah, she did.
Coming out strong.
comes out swinging. All right. Lina this year is using a new riser. So is Fawn. So Lina is running a new Gillo GF, and Lina calls it her girlfriend.
Ah, nice.
That's what she's
The
named her
GF,
bow.
the girlfriend.
And Fawn has made the change from a Hoyt XD to the new Hoyt GMX riser 2 weeks ago. Also added a
The angle of that arrow is
Hoyt
weird,
Barebow
too.
weight
I see that right up front.
Yep, it's a very cool, innovative,
That's 9-9.
designed weight for us barebow archers that stays real close to the riser so we can fit it through the ring, but it also is off-centered, so you can twist the weight left and right to help balance that bow and get it jumping straight out of your hand, just like you like it.
Very interesting.
Oh, that's a great
Nice shot.
Good shot.
Also, solid grip, right?
Absolutely.
Fawn's fingernails look great too, by the way. She got them all right.
Oh, she did something. She just bounced off her own arrow. She just skipped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She smashed that knock.
Josh Taylor said she should have spit out her bubble gum and set them all out of bubble gum. Oh, that would have been
Yeah, well,
the ultimate mic drop.
okay, this girl, yeah, this girl holds. This girl likes fat shafts. That's what it says on her shirt.
This girl likes fat shafts. Oh.
7th or 8th.
Likes a
All
fat
right.
shaft.
And your most memorable one was the one where you were sitting down here and puking in the trash cans.
And then slept by the trash can back there, yeah.
Good for
There
her.
you go.
She's not feeling good
Fawn Girard
today, too, by the
classic
way.
Experience.
Yeah.
All right. So
You know, that's what champions are made of. You know, whenever it's like you just shoot through anything. It's some of the famous words from John Demmer, either crap or get off the pot. You know, and the mentality of these people up in the podiums, the top tier archers, they'll shoot through anything. Fawn's just a walking legend when it comes to that type of stuff. She don't care. She's in it. Look at the focus that she's got.
She's been there, done that, right? And Fawn is going to be a mentor at the single stream boot camp again this year, so I'm excited for that. I'll be going out to that. If you haven't had a chance to take a look up single string boot camp on Facebook. Get there if you can. Again, like rock star. Robert's seen Fawn shoot at Twin Oaks. Yeah, I was there interviewing her one time at Twin Oaks in Tennessee. She's a great shot. She's a great person. She's very approachable. She's down to earth. She's in everybody's hero.
That's a good question. You know, she's obviously a veteran in the sport, so a lot of these.
I need one of those shirts. Did she shoot to 12?
Throw different stabilizers.
Did she call it?
Nah, but it wasn't a 12 anyway. And look at what she did. She did the same thing. Lina did the same thing as Fawn.
There it is.
Try new equipment.
Lisa, I gotta send you a shirt. This says Archery Geek. I like. Yeah, look at that, Archery Geek. It doesn't say I like fat shafts on it though, Josh.
I don't do fat shafts, man.
I don't do fat shafts.
I do woodies.
Yeah, that's right. They're pretty thick though. 5/16.
11:30 seconds.
Whoa, look at you.
So
mediocre shot.
Door opening here for Fawn.
I think Lina's. She looks defeated.
She does. I think because she knows, like she's making small errors. That is something that she, knows that she has control over. But man, when you get on this stage, it's just a. I'm telling you,
feel relaxed shooting against Fawn Girard over there.
That's fun.
Someone whistled. Look, she's like, yeah, thanks.
Of course, there's tension.
Simple enough.
If anyone wants to trade, Rich, it's okay with me.
That's okay. All right. Okay, going into our third end.
She's got a great sense of humor.
She does, man. I mean.
It just seems like it's a barebow thing too. That's not just her. That's like everybody. I've never met a serious barebow shooter. Never. Everybody's just, until it comes to go time. But everybody's got a great sense of humor. I love it. I think that's what makes the barebow community so great.
I like this. This sums up a lot of us. I'm pacing back and forth. That's why I'm having a watch party so I could get anxiety with everyone. I have no fingernails left. Like after this morning, I'm a big fan of archery. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I love archery, and I'll watch it, and I'll get excited about it. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in the position. I think I'm like a little bit like PJ. I'd rather be behind a mic than a bow. I leave that for guys like Josh, who are superstar, longbow guys and stuff like that. But,
it's killing me watching these guys. I just want to be there with them.
There we go.
He started strong right off the bat.
Put the pressure on Lina. Lina responds with a
Okay, I'm throwing up Burnaby's.
Is the next big trend in Barebow going to be chewing your gum?
I think so.
I like my group's tight. That you do need them. You need a tight group. You need a tight group. Whoa, dude! What was that bow action?
So it's interesting. Fawn's first arrow is still sitting at a 10 on the scorecard.
I mean, it's on the line in a hole, so
there you go.
Here we go.
11.
Yeah.
This is a match right here.
Great, very tight match. Fawn's taking her time. Good, strong execution. Little wink of the eye. And
Smashed.
we got a good
There you go. Look
You
at
could
that.
hear it now.
Mhm.
Yeah, you heard it right first, Josh. It's like it hit, it slapped. But I was worried it was going to pop out. I was worried it was going to pop out. But lucky it was underneath.
Oh,
what are you doing? What are you doing, girl?
Match that we were hoping for.
You know, that's golly, to be able to do that under serious pressure. So whenever you're shooting second, you watch their arrows hit. You know what you got to score to continue to go. Like to have that mentality, put that aside, and just execute a perfect shot. Ooh, man, Lina just got it going on. Good for her.
Right there.
I'd kill for that type of mentality.
I am not sure if I can put up stuff that Lisa and Josh are doing. I love it. Yes. I don't care. I don't care. We're shooting the shit today, so it's all good. Which Josh are you talking about? Shirt says, Ken, I like lube. To get the arrow out, you know when you get the arrow out, it's because it sticks. It sticks in the target here.
They're enjoying being
Absolutely.
Hey, you're a St. Louis. Well, you're over in that area. Are you cheering for the Chiefs?
So we have Erik Jonsson, obviously, who needs no introduction.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Southeast Missouri, so I'm like Arkansas, Missouri. But yeah, Chiefs. Yeah, my son is like the biggest Chiefs fan. He's just started off in football. We don't even have football in our school. We got to bring him to another football school, and they're allowing him to train with their team. So he's only 7, but he's playing tight end. Travis Kelce's his favorite.
Yeah, he's Travis Kelce. I love it. Hey, so for Josh Taylor, I won't be biting my fingernails off. Like I'm like be excited about it, but I feel like we've gotten as far as we need to get, honestly. And I think it was good. It's good. If we win, it's gravy tomorrow. I think that's how I'm approaching that, so I don't have a heart attack.
I'm going to be having an adrenaline crash from watching this. Chiefs game's got nothing on this.
I don't think so either. This is just like it's individuals.
Here we go, final round. Who's got it? Who's Miss Lancaster this year?
I'd rather be in Fawn's position, really. One point up, obviously.
Where you have to go. Oh, no. The crowd, you heard it.
It's all right from her reaction.
Respond. Put some pressure on. 8 high.
Hey, it's still anybody's game. This is Barebow.
So it's tie.
2 more arrows to go.
This is Barebow.
So now it's all tie games. It's 2 arrow match.
You can see Fawn talking to herself, maybe singing a little bit. A little mental exercise there. She needs a good solid shot here. So
what?
Something's happening here.
Oh, she's off on her.
She calls the 12 already, even before she loads her next arrow. And Lina just keeps the pressure on. Fawn's going to need it.
Fawn's going to need a 12.
Hit that 12. Like she needs. She called the 12. There she goes. Now she dropped. Here we go. This is what it all boils down to.
Yeah, come on. Nail that 12 would make history.
Which would mean Lina.
It'll be a classic move. Yeah.
Oh, she missed.
Hey, good try. Let's see. It's not over yet. Barebow, anything can happen. Let's see if Lina can execute this and put it away.
All she has to do is put a 6 or better.
That's some serious pressure.
In this match, I would assume she's not aiming for that 12.
No.
Yeah. She went for the 12.
Right there.
Why did she go for the 12? That's a very interesting move.
But she had a buffer.
Okay.
So unofficially, we're 104, 106.
Yep. All right.
And
Mrs. Lina.
Yeah, again.
Okay.
Through 2024
I wanted this for Fawn so bad this year.
Lina.
I mean, she's always a bridesmaid, never a bride in this one. You know.
Here we go.
Sure.
Can we talk about this a little bit, though? Josh, seriously, like, that's a. I feel bad that those two, that last end kind of got to Fawn.
Fawn Girard with
I feel terrible about that.
Lina Bjorklund 106.
Yeah.
Fawn, for
Here's
winning
the thing.
second place, is going to take home.
Here's the thing about Fawn, though. She knows how to take it. She knows how to rebound. She knows how to come back better. She's proven that time and time again. If you don't think she's going to be there in 2025 Lancaster, you're mistaken.
No, she's always going to be there. She's always going to be there. I want her to win it, though. I want her
That's
to
what
win
I'm
it.
saying. She's going to come back better next year. I mean, just not that she's not already better. Fawn's just, God, she's an animal, but she doesn't sit and ponder on these things, because me and her, whenever we were in Argentina, actually, I'll wait to share the story. Let's let Miss Lina tell her little story.
Tell us where this fits into all the titles that you hold.
Got the little kiddo with her. Beautiful.
4th in a row.
3rd time on the podium, and on the first year when I was here, you didn't have the finals for the ladies, so
All right.
this is an adventure. This is also my vacation, so we come here a couple of days earlier to walk around in Lancaster and to see the city and meet all these friends we have.
Yeah.
You've made a lot of them, Lina, and I can't imagine the Classic without you. Congratulations, 2024 Lancaster Archery Classic Barebow champ.
See you next year.
Yeah.
There you go, Lina.
Give it up.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Lina.
Congrats,
Ava. Congrats.
Ava, man, coming up, really awesome. Congrats to all of them women, every last one of them.
To Lina Bjorklund on another victory. You don't want to go anywhere, folks, because coming up next, our final match of the day. We got 7 of them coming at you.
So this is the big one, right? I mean, the girl. So Josh, the girls is great, right? And that's heart wrenching. And we know almost all these girls personally, and we've met them or talked to them at least once or twice. It was hard seeing Maggie not make it to the finals too, after she'd been working so hard. But all right, so that behind us. Congratulations to the women. We got the men coming up. Are you kidding me? John Demmer has to walk through almost not every single person, but what, like four people to win?
No, he's ranked number 8. He's got to go through. Yeah, he's got to go through all of them.
Yeah, he's got 4 people to. Is it four to win, right? So I mean, what is? I'm looking here. What does this mean? Yeah, pull a CEO.
Explain yourself, Neil.
Yeah, pull a CEO. Well, I know what you mean. I know what you're getting at. But yeah, like he is the GOAT. And it always seems that no matter what happens in his archery adventure, he blew a 6 out to the right last year and then came back and shot an 11.
Yeah, he's the Tom Brady of archery. He really is. I hate saying that.
Yeah, this is what I thought you meant, Neil, was he'd pull a Lee. Like Lee, like when Lee was just like, everyone was like, who is this dude? Why?
Yeah. Lee made his mark whenever he just kept going and going, knocked off like some Mount Rushmore faces to get to where he was going. It's very, very impressive. Very impressive. We got a lot of big names coming up, but here's the thing with Barebow it's or at least this year, I feel like this was the biggest March Madness calendar ever. Like, even the people that you just knew you were going to see didn't make it. It's so crazy this year, and I think that's what builds the anticipation of who's got it this year. There's a couple people that I may have never even heard of. A lot of people may not know that are going to make their debut here, like Matt Hudson, whenever he came in. Like, sure, it's like Kubota shirt. Everybody's like, well, Kubota's now on the map. Who's this guy? It was awesome. So this is what I love about the Lancaster Classic is you're just seeing everybody make their name. Like especially Ava. That's a perfect example.
Yeah. Ava will continue to be awesome. They nicknamed a shooter in TJE Open Class a few years ago who came in 8th and won.
An inside look at the Spooky Sports Complex during the 20th Lancaster Archery Classic.
CEO was a couple years ago. There was a wheelie bow that started last and walked
area where vendors come and
she'll be right back.
Shooters can really peruse until their heart's content. You can really
that climb was
sick. Yeah,
you're talking about Lee's climb. I mean, unbelievably cool and interesting to watch him go. Just come on the stage with that. I'd hit that shirt.
And welcome
So I thought
everyone to the
that was pretty
broadcast
cool.
booth. I'm Greg
There's-
White,
there's
sitting alongside Matt
Matt
Zernzak.
Z
Now, Matt,
from
here we go.
The Push.
Let's go.
We're seven matches to decide who's going to be 2024 Barebow champ.
Barebow. No sights, no stabilizers, no release aids. Anything could happen. Here we
No,
are.
no
Now,
safety
I don't
net.
understand. Tell me, why is Barebow so popular? Why is it so
Yeah,
many
Matt, why
views
is it?
on
Why is it popular?
YouTube, and why are there so many shooters coming into the fold in the last couple of years?
The crowd's rowdy.
Yep.
The barrier to entry with equipment is low, and anything can happen no matter where you are in your match. If you're 10 points away in these finals, you're still in it.
And I'm going to make a prediction that Matt's going to make a prediction about the future of Barebow later on in this
Yes, we will.
broadcast.
He will.
And it's going to be something spectacular. So let's take a look.
Going to
This is
Olympics.
our top 8 qualifiers. Tell us all about this.
Top 64 men made it to eliminations after our qualifications. We whittled that down to 8. Ranks and ties are broken by 11s.
Let me break it down for you guys, so we all know this. You can see what the rules are up on the stage. So Raymond Huang is in first place from Canada. Erik Jonsson from Sweden, number 2. Simon Barbieri from Simone Barbieri from Italy. Nick Way from USA, who has a brother's also really good. And then Kyle Coffey, USA, Leo Patterson from Sweden, JD3 from the USA, of course. And Wallace Woodlief is actually number 8. So 7 and 8 will shoot right now. 7 and 8 will shoot right now. JD3 and Wallace.
Barebow Archers, JD3, John Demmer.
Here we go. We got him as the underdog coming out. So do we root for the underdog in this one?
He's not the underdog. Look at that idiot behind him. Who is that? Look at Matty Yak has got his chest out. What? He's got his chest out further than JD3.
Oh, man. I love that guy.
All right, and our number 7 qualifier.
There's a
Wallace
mountain to
David
climb.
Woodleaf from Cyprus,
Santo's
Texas.
there. He's filling us in.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, put it in the comments who we think's got this one. This guy coming out now, Wallace, man. I think he goes by David, but he's from Texas A&M. So this is one of your college athletes that just came out of nowhere that is really going to put up some. He put up some monster scores, took out some good people. And he actually shot prior to this. I think he shot for the USAC qualifiers. Oh gosh, look at that pose from JD3. But
dude, that's killer.
I think so.
That's funny.
I was watching Leo posted the photo shoot and stuff. That's funny.
Dude,
Oh my God,
hilarious.
This is so interesting.
Yeah, but Wallace here, he faced off against Marcus Cooley for the USAT team. So this kid's starting to come around, making some waves. Good for him. You can tell by that smile on his face, he's just excited to be here. So interesting matchup we got here. Can't wait to see how it goes.
Do you know if he's from a different? Did he start off in compound? Oh, he's hitting 12 right away.
Oh, here we go.
Right out of the box.
It's
Right out of the
12 right
box. Everybody
away.
ready.
Get some fans.
I don't believe.
Yeah, people are like
He's playing it right. He's playing it right.
I think he's used to big tournaments too.
So here we go. Just like we talked about.
Especially Texas A&M, they are very active whenever it comes to traveling the nation and getting to these big tournaments.
Look like a
Let's
little
see how it plays
Shiloh.
out.
And we are aiming off the tip of our.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Did you see how he drew that though, Josh? Did you see that little Shiloh kind of coming across?
Let's watch it on the next one. That was probably a good angle to watch. Just looking at chats.
And if you are a recurve archer or a compound archer, picture it as
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Just right down the pipe.
Just like you would have on a single pin slider. And we
Oh, he
See
does.
that?
That's exactly
Does
like
that-
Shiloh.
It looks just like Shiloh.
So these guys are standing at 20 yards.
What? He's shooting 3
Oh,
spots.
that's definitely
What?
Shiloh. Huh?
What? Carla called that first, man. Then Neil's like, Joe, he's shooting a 3 spot. He's like,
Go there based off of that trajectory.
look at both of them are shooting 3 spots.
They probably had a conversation in the back. Unless, hold on, this might be interesting. They may have changed it up this year and making them all shoot 3 spots.
That was a long hold, dude. That was a long hold.
Kind of tell from the rhythm,
Ooh.
even from the 3 shots we've seen from
Holy
Woodleaf.
JD3. That's
If I have any say in this, I'm going to say Demmer. If they don't all have to shoot 3 spots, I'm going to say Demmer talked this kid into doing it.
dude, he
Let's
was,
give him a show.
Hit the tie after the first. I have a lot of
he's
comments.
stressed on that shot. My God, he's stressed on that shot.
Yeah,
He's,
let's
he's
go to PK.
making me
Tight
nervous.
match going in.
Settle down. You see that? Yak is like, settle
He's going to shoot
down.
2 arrows from now on. Oh, yeah. So
That's true. Only Demmer would look at disappointed with a 10.
2-time collegiate All-American, David, are you still in school or are you finished?
Still in school, have one more semester left.
All right, so you're going for 3-time collegiate All-American.
Yeah, have to finish off my master's in a good way.
Impressive.
Have you been to the Classic before?
Yes, I was here last year.
Last year was your first time, okay. At Texas A&M, well, Connor Coffey goes there, so you're familiar with Barebow, but were you aware of the Classic Barebow show before you came here?
Sort of, but not until I really taught last year.
Once you got here, what did you think of that?
A lot of people.
A lot of people. Well, all right, well, welcome to the Classic Finals stage, David. After our first end, we have a tie match, 28-28.
Dude, Demmer's got to
Okay,
chill out.
here we go, 28-28, second end.
Santo's back. Santo, why aren't you in his corner?
As he is
Hey, there's Chad.
the grip of his
Hey,
bow.
Chad.
The reason for the 3 spot. That's what we're wondering. I don't know if they changed it this year to make all the men shoot 3 spots, or if this is just something that they decided on backstage to try to, kind of get Barebow to the next spot or something. You never know.
They did
never
not.
know.
They did not qualify on 3 spots, so this is just for the stage.
And runs the shot based off of the feeling on his back tension.
No, they did not qualify on 3 spots. So that's what I'm saying. It's interesting to see what the next
So I mentioned this earlier in the women's broadcast.
match will hold.
Have some type of
Carla was saying that they might have saw the bounce outs and that kind of pushed them around. Like there was 2 bounce outs.
This is what's called a grip sear. He's going to release as soon as his fingernail pops off the riser. Watch, he's pushing. Oh yeah. You see that finger?
Oh yes.
So what he's basically doing.
And Z just brought up something very perfect. He's using that.
Yeah, he's
like
using a sear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pressure on that fingernail, and when the fingernail pops, it acts like a clicker on an Olympic.
You're not going to
recurve
get
to
through
trigger
this
the
with a
shot.
sear.
And that's
You're
just a
not
way
going
to
to get
manage
through
the
this
target panic. It
with
gives you
a
an
sear.
end goal for the shot, rather than allowing the aim to take over your shot.
Right, or focused on, I need to shoot at 10, or I need to shoot at
Wow,
11.
amazing shooting.
Now you go,
Good
when's the
shots.
finger going to pop?
Yep, and John is what we call a very good non-triggered shooter. So he's basically aiming, has a very soft aim.
I want the audience to focus on John's bow arm. I would kill somebody. I mean, murder them to have that bow arm. That's probably the best bow arm I've ever seen in my life.
The question asked most often in there was,
So Chad, a great barebow shooter too, and talking about the 3 spot change would ruin him too.
I think it was a once in a lifetime thing. So
may never happen again, is what you're saying.
yeah, and more importantly, the biggest question is, how did you get this job?
This is all I'm good at. I can't shoot that, so I can hold this.
Sounds good.
Hey,
Full as a
John,
cucumber.
no, but in seriousness, so you're like the figurehead of this sport. Everybody knows John Demmer. You've been doing this a long time. What keeps you coming
PJ
back
knows him.
year after year?
The people, of course.
Simple enough. There you have it.
He's already got these answers loaded. It's ready. Gosh.
Tied up. Oh, baby.
His
Still
lace,
tied.
he-
So we
yeah,
have 2 ends
you're
apiece.
right,
We got
Melanie.
2
He
to
might be
go.
playing a little bit of a game here because
28,
if you're
first
watching, if you're following
25
Demmer,
Mhm.
and when you see his training, he's always on 3 spots.
Better
He's always on the he's always on the 3 spots. So maybe it's John that's playing the. He's like, if I got to start at the bottom, we're all shooting 3 spots. And it might, I don't know.
I've never fly fished a day in my
Wow,
life.
that's a great take.
He's trash talking PJ like that.
Here's David here. You can see that grip sear going, and you're going to see it pop. There it goes. Pop and shoot.
I don't.
Very cool process.
I don't.
See, whenever you
think
get to that 3 spot too, I mean, the shadows, you're sitting there watching it. So usually if somebody shoots a 3
Yeah,
spot,
11.
they typically start from the bottom and work their way up.
He's running a
That's what I
Hoyt
heard,
riser
too.
With the
Yeah.
2 of the new Barebow Hoyt weights, and you can see David Woodleaf is also running a Hoyt riser. That looks like
He's-
the old
that
seed
sear
riser,
thing, man,
and
is
he's running
just- I
also
don't-
a specific
Right.
design Barebow weight.
Chad, I agree with you. That 3 spot would ruin me
Oh, that's a
mentally.
Good
Oh, great
letdown.
letdown.
Thank God, John.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you.
got 18.
Because
You
he's
hear the
been
crowd
trying to
reaction.
force that shot.
And you
He's
can
been trying to
see
force that
the
shot.
Barebow crowd applaud that letdown because it's so hard to do in Barebow.
Yeah,
That was
that
a
baby.
Beautiful shot for him to
And
be
you
able
get
to let that
rewarded
down.
for it. He's
Knew
just,
something was wrong
gosh,
in his process. Let
full
it
as a
down,
cucumber.
recollected himself, and just capitalized
Good.
on a beautiful 11.
I like how you put something in the comments. I was like, why is Josh Miller commenting on?
Oh, I was trying to reply to Chad.
Yeah.
It's like 100% agree with you. Yeah, maybe worried about the bounce out. Yeah, Burnaby says he thinks it's a gentleman agreement too.
Come into that fourth end with a nice little buffer there.
I'm surprised that
Watch it come down to the very final arrow. John's going to have a lead. He's going to call it 12. And then he's going to smack it. I'm calling it right now. Let's take some side bets.
Who are we thinking is going to win? Put it in the comments. I think Josh asked, but what do you think, Josh? Tell us who's going to win.
Man, I mean, obviously, I root for underdogs. Demmer, man, he's coming out. Demmer's got his own little story he's got to tell for this. This will secure him into, like, not that he has to prove it to anybody, but this, if he gets this on film, going through all 7 competitors to reach the tip top of this Lancaster Classic, that's going to be a legend. I mean, that's going to be legendary status. So, I mean, I kind of want to see John Demmer come all the way through.
That's right. And they mentioned Matty Yaka. That's the coach in Demmer's box. So, Hoyt Pro Staff shooter, but in the barebow division, one of the top barebow archers in the field, got knocked out during eliminations. And him and Demmer always seem to find themselves in outdoor nationals at the 50-meter game, competing with each other head-to-head in the finals gold medal match.
I think he just hit the 12,
really
did he?
good person to have in your coach's box.
That is wow, Shiloh butts.
From Woodleaf, where
absolutely.
He goes left, he goes kind of high, and then he settles down into a shot.
I think what he's doing is he's really getting into his back with that rotational draw.
Yeah,
he's really coming around the corner, getting his scapula fully engaged, where Demmer has a little bit more of a linear shot process. So these guys are running.
I love Demmer, the way he looks. It's just
style.
He looks style.
Typically, you see a single spot target in barebow, just because if you do throw a flyer out into the 5 ring or below, you're still going to get points. These guys miss this. The best they can do is 6 points. But I think this is where the game is going.
Yeah.
I think these guys
shot, man. And there you go.
It's just, people say that Demmer shoots a little bit fast. He has a slight collapse, but it's just consistency how he does it. And I just think I would love to have a shot like Demmer.
Yeah. Gosh, I talk to Demmer probably every other day. We haven't talked in a few days. Just like we've been prepping. I've been busy. But let's watch this last arrow. Smash.
That was beautiful.
Whenever it comes to his process or how he's shooting or his tempo or anything, he has no tempo. He has no flow throughout the shot. He says that it's almost like whenever you create not a tempo but a timed shot, like whenever you're drawn, or if you have like a natural 3 or 4 second hold before you break, or 2 second or something. He says that's the biggest way to become a slave to your own shot. And the way he was mentioning it to me was he gets it to where it feels good, like just knowing his body and his actual shooting style. Like that's what separates him. So he's got his aim there. And then he doesn't go through the expansion. Obviously he is, but it's not like pull, let go. It's just go until it feels right. He says it might be a 1 second pull, it might be a 4 second pull. You just never know. So I think that's one thing that separates John, from like your typical crowd. Like I fall into the slave of my own shot. I've gotten my tempo, and there's no problem with that. Yeah. But eventually it will take a toll on you if you're not getting to your aim right away. And there's just a lot that goes into it. And John's just got Patterson. He's just got it figured out.
All right, so here comes the young fella who's just tears up Europe. He's on his dad's in his corner here, and he's also a barebow shooter.
He was in the Lancaster, the Final 8 in 2022. Young kid. I got to meet him in Italy. We were shooting in Tronconi tourney. And really nice kid. He seemed like he was pretty down to earth. I think we actually talked about martial arts a little bit.
He's into that. He's into working out. And, I don't know if he's doing any martial arts, but he loves to lift weights and stuff like that.
He was interested to see and talk to me a little bit about it. But yeah, the turbines. If you remember in 2022, the 8 fletchings, the yellow. After he was on the stage, I seen everybody trying it out. It's so funny. He's got it figured out too. Young kid. He's got a pretty bright future ahead of him. So let's see. He bumped Demmer over. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I will tell you though. It could be. Yeah, it's a good thing to do. You should always bump. You can't let a guy get comfortable. There should be no reason. And you should be hitting that 12. once per 3
Lancaster champion
arrows.
from Australia, who didn't make the trek this year. And
Right out of the
just
gate. Wow.
shoots
Oh, look at that.
We
So
got Leo calling the 12.
so Leo's going to be.
That was a gentleman's agreement.
Great arrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Demmer just showing Leo that the bumping over to the right stage didn't do anything for him. A little bit of a throw there. That is not Leo's form.
That is
That's
not
flying
normally
straight
Leo
in there.
like that.
Just maybe a little unsettled, feeling the pressure a little bit. Demmer's on a little bit of a run.
Yeah.
See if Leo can tighten this
Yeah,
up
so
a
I
little
don't
bit.
understand. So I guess they can choose whatever one they want.
Not a gentleman's agreement.
That's better. So you see the difference between that.
Yeah, you see him
follow-through
going back
on
straight.
the
He
second
plucked that
arrow.
one way
That
to the
really
right
sand
there.
came
Usually
right
that's
past
a
his
left
ear,
leaning,
straight
but
back.
his plucks are to the
Demmer
right.
is just
Yeah,
bouncing in.
Demmer's
He's
just getting
feeling
a
it. 11, 10, 9.
no homer, no honor.
Leo can keep the gap small here. All right, that's a pretty good arrow.
No
5-point game.
Barebow close.
All right, Leo. Welcome back to the Lancaster Archery Classic final stage. How's it feel up there?
Feels amazing. Just as good as last time.
Just as good as
He
last
looks
time.
older. Eh? He
I wanna
talks.
ask
He's a
you
little
about
bit
that
deeper.
His voice got deeper.
Dean Alberga Pro Staff. Call out your coach. Where is he over there?
I think Dean's somewhere right there. I have his shirt on because my shirt didn't arrive on time. So
All right, so representing Dean over there. Is he a good coach?
awesome, coach.
Takes some pretty good pictures, doesn't he?
He really does.
Hey, be sure you follow along our social media. Any of the pictures that you see from our finals taken by Dean
A little bit of a
Alberga.
recap as we take a look at
There's Leo's first arrow. You saw that.
All right, Mick, who you got on this one?
There's a better shot right there.
I got Demmer all the way. All the way. And here's the reason why. It's.
Of course, his coach, he's talking about Dean
I
Alberga.
don't feel like it. It doesn't look like he's comfortable. It doesn't look like Leo's comfortable coming out, or has the confidence as he usually does.
I mean, how would you like to come out to Demmer as your first person? You know,
Yeah, I think
that's already been shooting and getting warmed up now.
But
Getting used to the lighting.
I think it's a little different in Europe, though, right? I think that they're probably. I know they say Demmer's known everywhere, but I mean, these guys, home guys, these guys shoot against Erik
So
all
this
the
is
time.
going to be really interesting.
Yeah, and you guys will be seeing him in a little bit.
Somebody
Just
like
amazing.
him with his skill set, with his familiarity with the stage. he's going
I
to
just
go
called
up
out
against
Burnaby.
these archers that are
Like
just
he's not.
feeling
He's
out
Leo's
the
out of it.
stage for
He
the
just
first
doesn't
time.
feel like he's in
So
it to
he's
me.
the more comfortable he gets, the more
Burnaby's
confidence
driving.
he
Dude,
gets.
but can you
I
be
think
careful and
this
stop
is shaping
texting
up
while you're
to
driving?
be
Put the phone down, bro.
If anybody can do this, if anybody
But he's
can
like
get to
us,
the
right? He
finals,
loves
he's-
archery. This guy's
he's
all
got
over
the
archery.
skill set to make the run all the way to the finals. But he has some.
John is in the groove, and he might. Let's call it the CEO. Okay, and every time we say CEO, that for anyone that's watching, I mean like someone who starts at the very beginning and goes through all 8. It's possible.
Lay down and roll over too easy.
Excuse me. If he's only going to shoot gold, then fine.
Really good arrows here, keeping him in the gold.
But that's not going to beat Ray.
Yeah.
John's
So-
scores are not going to beat Ray.
Yeah, let's think about this. I mean, like something like John's already doing something that not a lot of people would do. How many times have you seen a 3 spot coming into this? And John's just constantly smashing gold. It's not the same. So he's, I mean, even a slight hold off or something for everything.
Yeah.
It's just impressive. I think that's going to really add on to the icing on top if he makes it all the way.
I'm just happy to be here in 8th place. So all you got to do is give yourself a chance. You never know what can happen.
Oh, he's calling it. He's already calling it.
Go 8 matches, do you think?
You know, I am almost a senior. We'll find out, hopefully.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, I know Leo rarely smiles. I know. I get that, Lisa. But he came out not Leo like last year. Like last year, he came out. He shot a 10.
Okay, it's Masters.
He shot like 3 gold. I forget what they were. But this year, he just not the same.
Seniors, 50 plus now with USA Archery.
I don't think he has enough
Masters.
time to
It's a
catch up
variety of
here
things.
either.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, Leo, you can watch him.
7 points down, you're out. You're out.
But Barebow, man, anything could happen. Remember Demmer? He's looking at a target.
Well, Demmer put himself in a bad spot because he can get a miss. He can get an M. That would be the first on the stage.
Fatigue is not a thing for Demmer. So,
Like
to talk about, does he have matches? And
Don't think we're going to see it.
If he shot a 6, there's no 6 ring.
Is a thing, but physically,
Exactly.
this guy shoots.
That's better from him.
Big focus on his endurance.
Yeah, anything can happen. A miss is like 0 points. So like,
7 matches in a row is nothing for this guy.
Yeah, you're 6-0. Like that's just it's intense.
I know I'm not on this level, but I find when I shoot the 3 spot, I shoot way better. My scores are always way better than when I shoot on the big.
What do you think that is?
I think it's because I got target panic, and so like I'm aiming off the target, and I aim so much less off the target, and then I adjust with my crawl that I end up shooting like on average a 6 or a 7 or an 8 instead of like a 5 or 6 or 7.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, he's starting to dial it in though now, but it's too little late. Too little, too late.
Yeah, well, he's turning up that left side of the target. So usually you'll hear him talk about their scout arrows whenever they come out. His first arrow was way to the left. He may have made some adjustments, bringing it back. I think he's crawling back into where he needs to be. You know, the lighting and all this stuff, it was the smallest thing can, impact your tune.
4-time European champ, 13 world records.
Yeah.
But he's no stranger to that.
20 years old, so this is my first year as a real senior.
Instead of a kid.
As a real
20 years old. First time as a real senior.
I think he just called you old, Demmer.
PJ, give it to him, buddy.
All right.
So great. The comedy.
You'll notice these guys are wearing the same shirts, the same jerseys. These are new this year. These are official Hoyt Pro Staff shirts. They're white. So these are not the jerseys that you can just buy off the Hoyt website because you're using their equipment. So these are actually awarded to these archers who have signed. And Leo here just made the switch and got signed by Hoyt in December. And so he had been historically shooting Gillow risers.
Did not settle
over the last month and a half or so. He's been running this new Hoyt.
So that's where it is, boy. One more ring and
yeah.
It looks like it's doing pretty well for him. Making the
11-11.
There you go. Nice
The
shot.
confidence you could see that when he shot that, it was a lot better shot.
Arrow. You know, Demmer shoots an 8. That closes the gap by 3 points.
We noticed that for Pettersson, left. How do you, as a Barebow shooter, get that thing back to the right?
So we're still using elevated rests and plungers. So just like Olympic archery, we can. If he's hitting left, he can unscrew his plunger a click or 2, maybe 3, start slowly moving it over. And also, we're aiming off the tip of our arrow, so we don't have any rear sight. We don't have a peep. We use the string in our sight picture to line it up with a landmark on our riser. That's called our string blend.
I think it's here. Let's Neil's right. Watch his eyes. It'll tell you everything here.
Left and move that rear sight to the left, which would make his impacts move to the right. But he's still struggling here to move that over to the right.
so you hear Zach talking about that, walking it in from the left and how you can do that, by adjusting your string blur or your plunger and all like that. So I think that's what Leo was doing, was he was making small adjustments throughout the match. And obviously there was just no catching John after the first couple sets there. So
I literally don't think, and I don't think he might not have trusted it, right? He might not have trusted it, and because he kept going back. You get 11, then he'd go back. And so he's like, I forgot what I did last time with the string blur.
Yeah, the pusharchery.com. That is the website.
There's so much that goes into it, man. I respect the heck out of these guys that can consistently do this. Good for them.
We have a YouTube channel. We have a
podcast. Right, so Demmer's down 2 people. Or 3. Let's see, 2. He took out Wallace and Leo. So now we got another college kid about to come out.
Set him up and watch him fall.
As well as mental classes in our
he's rolling now. He's comfortable.
Center of knowledge. So if you're interested,
he just got bumped.
Archery, whether that's
or did he? No, he just moved over to the other one.
Archery. Check out our YouTube channel, our
podcast,
and our online school. You can find
I think Dwayne Martin pulled that trick one year. He was like, Dwayne hurried up and jumped over to the next podium, hoping that they would get bumped back to his other.
6 qualifier from Mount Vernon, Kentucky, Kyle Coffey.
There we go.
Kyle.
Yep.
It's a big boy.
Yeah. Yeah, they do have walkout music. I love it.
2 collegiate titles, 2 collegiate national records.
National records, huh?
Yeah, so he actually just set a new national record on the Mid-South Conference, which is, I think, it's collegiate. And look at that pose. He shot a 547 out of 600, and that set the new national record. So he done that, and then also USA Archery Outdoors. He's shot another collegial national record with 609. It's just impressive. Kid's on a roll here lately. It's like one of those things with the young and upcomers. Yeah, he's just enjoying his time there. You can tell he's just excited to be here. All right, so who's everybody got for this one? Are we going for underdog, or are we still going for Demmer? Pretty sure I know everybody's answer.
And he gets to stand on stage.
If you're not going for Demmer, put your hand up. I mean, love the kid. Love the kid.
Here to check the lighting.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a little bit of like that.
Okay.
Look at that.
From his reaction, I thought he just made a bad shot.
Me too, man.
Then I'm thinking maybe celebrated
So
that shot.
that's great that you're saying. So we got, you can see the target differences here. John's shooting
Again,
a three-spot
he's
target.
shooting that like,
we got Kyle shooting,
you know, like that
single-spot
staged,
target. And he said
like
to
almost
me,
Olympic
"You
recurve
know I make a really
staged
good
kind
shot
of draw.
out of it when my bow arm
There,
drops
Sure.
load your back.
violently right
Up
after
to
the
you.
target. All right. So let's watch for that. Okay, so he's not happy with that,
6.
and he wasn't happy with the 10.
He's
either. He
following
said,
their
"You'll see me
coach.
shoot a
You
9
know,
or a 10."
a lot of these kids go from like their actual coaching, which is what they're supposed to do, and a lot of them do that. You know, the 11-step process, and you can watch this kid. He's definitely doing it from start to finish. Looking at his feet, going from his waist to the draw to the preload, the anchor, the transfer, and then the release. Like everything just looks solid on this kid. Solid.
Yep. Coming from target number 1.
Absolutely.
Demmer's able to make that adjustment.
And that's a nice clean shot. His brakes looking nice and short.
I agree
fluid,
with
just like
Matt so
Demmer
much
does.
on this. Like the brakes look so much better on Demmer as we're seeing him shoot here.
This is
Let's
your
hear
first
this
time
kid.
up here.
It's the first time I've.
Have you been to the Classic before?
I was here once the year before last.
Shooting Barebow.
Yes.
What is it that you like about Barebow?
It's just the fun of it. I shot compound for a couple years and I switched.
Ooh.
And it's just so much more fun. The atmosphere and
Minus
everything.
1 point.
Those compound guys, they're boring, aren't they?
Definitely.
That's
He's
all right,
playing
you
the
can say it
crowd.
in here. We
I
know
love
it.
that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no John Wirt this year.
Boring necessarily, but I get
Mr. Taylor.
Big
I don't
shout
know
out.
what's going on
Definitely
with
way more
Wirt.
lively here.
We got
Big shout out
Zernzak
to
back
the
though.
Union College archery team that may be here or listening in, watching your teammate go out of Barberville, Kentucky. Shoots for the Barebow team there. Just a super proud moment for that team, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Guys, are we
Second end.
comments? Let's go, man. What do you got on? You got Demmer or not? Are we going for the young fella?
Let's see what these guys can do. Let's see if Kyle can put a little bit more pressure on, clean up that group a little bit.
Yep.
Try to prevent those blues. Keep it
Yeah,
golden
he's doing NTS.
And our scoring provided by Dead Center Archery Products.
He is
See his
load, preload,
how these shots are
a
breaking.
load
Maybe
to
some
anchor.
Yeah, maybe some nerves.
Different experience we have on that
Absolutely.
stage.
And there's Demmer. He
Jesus,
did
John,
not like
there
that.
you go.
That shot
JD.
was a little fast.
Again, left for
Yep.
This kid's got a process.
That
Oh, yeah.
position looks like
Definitely ingrained.
sitting left while he's over there. So there might be a
Load the
little
back
lighting issue going on.
to anchor.
All right.
He had an
So
opening there,
Kyle's
but
not looking too pleased with these
Follow
shots.
through was a little
Looking good.
hard on that one.
I can't wait to see.
But watch this bow arm. Watch Demmer's bow arm. Boom. No movement. Just a statue.
I think Demmer's
Yeah.
getting a little punchy.
I didn't like that one though. Myself, he was a little grabbing the bow and
Shaking
stuff.
his head. Opening up the door.
Okay,
for
he
Demmer.
opened the door a little
That'll,
bit for Demmer though.
Looks like we have a 2-point game on official scoring coming into the third end.
Yeah, I think that arrow was clear before that grab came, but
Big supporter of Barebow. Run through your equipment there and tell us why you shoot Hoyt.
It's a GMX3 25-inch. I got the two 20-ounce options for the Hoyt weight, lighter plunger, AAD style beat breast, PCY
Yeah.
springs, Jaeger grip, Yoast stab. I don't know,
Ghost.
I just like the output. So you're arrow. Right now it's Robbie Westinger's 6.0 Sonics that I.
Does he know you're shooting them?
Yeah, I pretty much took him out of his quiver about 2 hours ago.
What?
So, yeah.
He took
I
Robbie's.
shoot for Hoyt because I mean it's there's a great person behind Hoyt that does a fantastic job with the recurves, and I can't ever thank Doug Denton enough.
Give us his name. We all know him.
Doug Denton, baby.
Doug Denton. Good job.
yeah.
I
That's
mean,
one thing we
And
probably
that
haven't
new
been
weight,
paying
that's a
attention
new
on.
weight this year.
That is
Was-
that's their new weight, yes.
What risers are shooting?
What risers everybody's shooting. So Leo swapped from Gilo to Hoyt. Yeah. So I'm telling you, I've seen more Hoyts on stage this year. What's he shooting there?
That's how he's a Hoyt shooter as well.
So
Yeah.
there's a rule. We have an inspection gauge when we look at it.
He wasn't shooting Hoyt limbs. It didn't look like though.
It is
Maybe.
basically a metal ring that is 12.
So it looks like Dave Potts is going for Mr. Kyle.
Inner diameter. And what you got to do is you got to slide that
It's close.
ring up
It's
your
close.
entire bow, over your limbs, over your risers, and we can add weights
so
to our
fast,
bow
man.
above.
He's
and
not going to
below
be
the
Ray's
ring
not
to
going to
get
shoot
the
like
balance
that unless he's
react
nervous.
The way we want it, as long as it fits through that ring. And that ring, interestingly enough,
Yeah,
12.2.
he's letting Demmer win this one.
The 10 ring on a
Because I know that kid can shoot better than that.
target. So like
Yeah, sure.
122 centimeter target. So Demmer
He
here
needs
throwing
11.
an 8 over there.
Well,
on his
he's just
first
too far
arrow,
out of it
9
now.
on his second. But the Barebow weight that Hoyt developed is really interesting. It's off-center, drilled through off-center, so you can
So
rotate it and hang the weight off the left.
We still got a couple ends. Like after
I
the,
agree
we
with
got one end.
Dave
after
saying
this one.
Kyle will be calming down. I think he is. He's calming down. I think.
Sure.
Ooh.
I mean, it's only a 2-point match. But 11, he's back to tied.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got to get in the 11s.
Advance in the Barebow class based around those.
Kyle's got the ability to do that.
So yeah. So it's only a 2-point match. I mean, this is fun going into the final end. So it's a lot closer than what a lot of people might have.
What way it started? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uka limbs, and then a AE rest and a biter plunger. The Archery J. Kaminsky grip, and then the 3D HB arrows with spider bangs and biter knocks, and Tomcat tabs tap.
It's a Tomcat tab.
I love this kid's
Going
accent.
for your masters. What are you getting your masters in?
Education. I'm going to be a teacher.
Yeah,
Be
buddy.
a teacher.
Yeah,
A lot
buddy.
of teachers.
We need some good teachers.
in archery.
We need more teachers for sure. More good teachers.
Two-point game
Yeah,
here,
Kyle
Greg.
sounds like he's calming down.
Final end.
It kind of sucks that PJ went over there and talked to him. Get him
Yeah.
out of his rhythm.
Yeah, like you said though, that's what Robin and that's what they want. They want as much pressure on these guys as they can possibly put. They want to see the top of the top excel through that, you know. And let me tell you, that pressure,
It's really cool to see
God,
these big
people don't understand what that is like.
recognizing the amount of views, these Barebow finals.
Right off the
Wow.
bat. Let's go, John.
Okay, so
Investing R&D
huge
money
pressure.
into
Yeah.
satisfying the Barebow
Kyle's
needs
seen
in the
that.
Barebow class.
Just
Mr.
feeling it.
Coffey got to answer back here.
Let's watch these final couple arrows here. So
Okay.
Demmer just needs to keep the pedal down here. 5-point lead coming into the second arrow. Nice smooth break.
Right down the
He's just like,
pipe.
I'm not waiting. I'm
No.
getting tired. I'm getting tired. Let's get the show over with. Let's get the show over
Back
with.
fist here in classic Demmer fashion.
If
Let's see what Greg can do here. Kyle, I'm sorry.
Kyle.
There's a traditional boyer that makes.
So it looks like Demmer might just need like a 6 or a 7 to put this away.
So it's hard for me to say that.
Oh, wow, what a
that's
great
what an
Good-
end.
good job,
now
Demmer.
Okay, Demmer's in a
What a great
rhythm
end to
now.
end
So
on.
those numbers, I mean,
Looks like Demmer's going to advance
Absolutely.
to shoot up against our
Here we go.
fourth place qualifier.
Oh man, Demmer's making a run.
She's making a
Great
run.
showing by Kyle. Congratulations to Kyle Coffey.
you
20
know,
years
Kyle,
old,
good
just
getting up there. I
awesome.
mean, all the kids that are
Kyle
getting
said
up there.
He made it further than he thought.
Yep.
He's happy about that. It's a great.
Smiling the whole way, baby.
Yeah, like I
great
said,
job
I
from
feel like
Demmer.
we've seen more, not youth, but, you know, collegiate and, well, yeah, even
Back here
Ava,
for many
you know,
years.
small, like younger people. Like we've seen a few, especially in last year too. What was it, Aaron Hayob?
So sixth
Or was that the
place
year
for
before?
Yeah,
Kyle.
yeah. That,
Coffey,
Aaron
take home
Hayab.
$600
And,
for
but
his effort.
she wasn't committed yet. She wasn't,
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying. We're seeing a
Yeah.
lot of these young kids
yeah,
coming
there
out.
was Maggie. So,
Hey,
like, I think
Barebo's
that I don't know that there was
popular
Barebow at collegiate level.
here at the
That's probably the
Lancaster
reason
Archery
why.
Classic that
And
only
they've
is.
just
And then you
started that in
have
the last
the
3 years. Someone correct me if I'm
compound
wrong,
open
but
category
it was all
Yep.
Olympic or it was all compound
64
for a while.
couple of classes next
I think Barabow's just making its way into collegiate, and people will love it in the at the college level because it's crazy like this, right? And that's what college is all about. So Nick Way's interesting. You know anything about Nick Way?
All right, let's bring out our fourth seed.
You know, he's one of these upcomers that you just don't really know a lot about yet. He's made his debut in a few different places, and I think he actually shot. If I do remember, he was like top 10 of the USA Archery Indoors, the 54th, and they take the top 8 and get to shoot. And I think it was one of his friends maybe that was in the top 8 but didn't get to shoot, so that brought him up. But I think he actually got to shoot in the shoot-offs of the top 8. But that's all I've ever really seen of
It's
him.
not him. It's not him. Only 3 years shooting for this athlete.
And that's why 3 years shooting. Gosh, and already on the big stage.
So,
Good for them.
A very nice resume, only been shooting
Taking
barebow
care of
for
business. I did
2
like
years.
that walkout, Barby. But hey, dude, his brother, right? His brother almost made the
Brian Way, I believe. Is that
Brian,
right?
yeah. I think it's Brian, yeah. And I think he almost made the elimination, or made it to the stage too. Let's see, was he shooting Hoyt here? Looks like he's shooting Hoyt.
Big show here. Feeling good, feeling relaxed.
Best walkout song. I agree.
Taking care of business.
Not crawling down the string.
Yeah, he's got.
Here, so you can see that Nick Way's fingers are slid up.
He's in a roll.
On his draw right there, no crawl. So with his bow's poundage, his higher anchor that you can see him anchoring up his face, the length of his arrow, the weight of his
Definitely
arrow,
a high anchor. It's along the lines of like a Calvin Smock anchor.
20 yards and hit there. So this is a very specific barebow indoor tune that he's created specifically for this game. This is not a tune that he would use for outdoor 3D or field archery or the lakes. Very interesting. Yep.
I agree with Zernzak on that.
Here. See what he can do. He's looking calm. He has.
Barby, hey man, that's a good question. What would your walkout song be for anyone that's in the comments? Or even Josh, you started off. You think about it.
Dude, give me a second because there's so many running into my mind. I would probably come out to the real Slim Shady.
First time up here.
Stand up. Please stand up. That's a good one, man.
That was my cage fighting walkout song because I used to fight at 155.
Yeah.
I didn't get to choose it. My coaches chose every single time, and I'm like, guys, I hate this. My very first cage fight was I came out to Rocky Balboa, and I'm looking. I'm like, are you serious?
That's what we like to hear.
Dun,
Hey,
dun,
run
dun,
through
dun,
your
dun,
equipment
dun,
for us.
dun,
Let's see
dun,
what
dun,
you shoot.
dun.
Tequila.
Tequila.
I could see that. I could see that.
Oh my god, that's funny. Anyway, Lisa, are you still around? What would be your walkout song?
Sweet, Lucky
Too sexy for my shit.
Oh, and I got the Easton RX-7s.
Sexy.
I'd have to do a Kansas song.
Boy, I haven't even seen these weights yet. You guys are
Have to be
shooting
something
them
like
in
that.
competition.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm interested in this walkout song thing. That's something new this year, isn't it?
No, I think they had something. They had music on the way out. I don't know if you get to pick it, but
He gets to shoot a lot of different stuff. Yeah.
it would be something. It would be 80s hair bands for me. Something 80s hair band, because it just gets you fired up. I don't even like that kind of music. And you know, when I used to play hockey when I was younger, in the 80s, I'd have to get fired up before the game, and I would just always have some hair band on that I didn't even really like the music.
Poison guy.
Yeah, like Poison and
Archery, great.
Whatever we had here.
Calvin and Dwayne. And then we have Yost Archery products that make great barebow weights as well as tabs.
Yeah.
A lot of great sponsors.
Yeah, hey, archerypass.com. So a lot of people don't know this, but we're kind of, Josh, you're still getting, are you a little sponsored by those guys still? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have that in common, right? So we are both archerypass.com, sponsored by archerypass.com. It's a, I send everyone there first. I know that there's Lancaster. We're watching Lancaster. We're watching, Three Rivers does a lot of, oh my God, I get marketed by Three Rivers. My whole Instagram feed is Three Rivers. And I love all those guys. But, archerypass.com has got a lot of good stuff. I always shoot their wood arrows. I always do. I just think it's easy to get. They ship them out to me, and they're always great. They're always great.
He got knocked out in his first match. However,
Here we go. Set 2. 4-point difference.
This year, and here we go.
Right down the pipe.
Brother duo there for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure his brother's really happy he brought his brother.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Got him sitting in the finals.
Yep, exactly. Very good. So Nick Way, the way he runs, so he's what we call a gapper. So he's
What's
not
best day of my
string walking.
life?
His fingers
The
are right
best
up against
day.
the knock.
Best day of my
Focusing
life.
on the
Yeah,
X,
something like
Who's
not
that?
the
Do you
arrow.
know? I don't
Some
know
of
who
us
that is.
barebow archers, we focus on the arrow and have
I
the
mean,
target
it would
blurry.
be
Some
probably the
archers
best
have
day of my
target
life making a stage
focus
like
and
that.
Arrow tip blurry. So
Oh, there
Nick
you go.
is
All right,
definitely a
all right.
person
So
that
Way's
focuses
settling
on that
down here
X.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Burning a hole in it. He's running his shot. He triggers his shot off the feeling of increasing tension in his back after the aim slows down.
Oh, see, there it is, Barebow.
He put a smirk on his face.
He would have missed that whole target completely.
Right there. Yeah.
But he just did. He went here and he just let go.
You're getting stronger as the matches go on. Here, I thought you were going to get weaker.
Oh my God, PJ.
That'd be a pretty. This would add to your legend, John, if you could go from 8 up to number 1. Never had that in Barebow before.
Yeah, I don't know. Lee gave it a good run. I'm just trying to match Lee's performance from a couple years ago.
Correct. Lee did have a good run
Lee
a couple
Wilkins.
years ago.
Lee Wilkins.
Yeah, back to the archery past, it's I still shoot all this stuff. The reason being is it's so wonderful to see a mom and pop shop take, a chance or support people that, they don't even know or somebody that's new in the sport. I was brand new in the sport and I just reached out to him and he was like, yeah, sure, all for it. So I've had archery passed in my corner for the past 5-6 years. And I talk to him all the time, Riley Savage. He's a wonderful guy. He's going to do everything he can to get you taken care of.
There we go. So
Yeah,
Demmer
Riley's amazing. I bug him a little bit about, you missed a great opportunity to go Savage Archery. He's like, no, savagearchery.com, man, but it's not. It's archerypass.com.
He did this earlier, right? So where he got up, something wasn't right. He had to let down.
He had to let down too.
Puts a monster 10 on the scorecard.
And Archery Past actually helped sponsor the Longbow Outlaws this year. Winner got a dozen arrows from him, so.
That's good.
He's always throwing his hat in there to help support
no problem. They did last year too.
18 seconds on the clock.
Plenty of time.
And don't forget, Archery Geek, the YouTube channel supported too.
Target your ego, right?
Yeah. Okay.
He's not feeling right. He didn't feel right about that. He said no.
3 on letdowns. Getting 11 to 10, and now that.
Oh, there we go. That is the exact arrow that Nick needed to put on there. Demmer
You
is
betcha.
clearly working through some stuff mentally here on this end. Nick needs to put the pressure on now. Now is the time.
That's right.
Demmer has a good follow through there. That was a good, comfortable shot.
Well, he took his time on that one, though. You
He
notice?
definitely did.
Let's see what Nick can
See,
do
boy.
here. All right.
Gosh.
He needed a little bit better on that arrow. No, still a 9-point game. Here's the letdown here. You can see as he's aiming, a little bit of a clutch here. There it is, and he holds on.
See.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's whenever he let down. That's his second letdown. But having the ability to do that, boy, that's one thing that just sets him
a lot with
right here.
Dude,
having that
that's
ability.
that's less than about an inch from missing.
You want to get the
Yeah.
shot off, but it's just
That's
not
the deal,
spot
though.
you
That's the
want.
deal with
And
that 3
sometimes you
spots.
catch it,
Man.
and sometimes
Yeah,
you don't.
about an inch from missing, but that letdown, that would have been a miss.
That would have been a huge miss. That would have
And
been
he,
a miss.
and he let down earlier and stroked in 11. So,
Yeah.
that just shows how big that
crushing.
is.
It's crushing.
I think
But
they
you
would
got to
be
remember,
right? They
we
probably
only
would
had
have been
X
tight.
amount of time to shoot that arrow, too. So that letdown, especially if you have a long hold, boy, you got to get right back in it and get that arrow set. There's no letdown on the second one.
The mental strength that Demmer has.
So it's 9 points. Other than John missing, it's tough for him because the lowest score he could possibly get would be
Shot process, you don't have to
18.
shoot that arrow. You have plenty of time. There's 30 seconds on the clock. This was a great leading arrow from Brian
it's
coming
tied.
into our final end.
There you go.
John's looking good. There was
He
a
knew
little
right
bit of
away.
hitch
Did you see
there,
that in his face?
But that is the arrow John needed to put in there. Ooh, Nick throws an 8. Definitely a fast tempo shot. Demmer just needs to stay comfortable up there. Just do what he does best. Okay.
That's fine.
Throws it out to the
Yeah,
8.
he's
I
got,
think he's still
as long as he
comfortable. We have
hits the
11
target
point
next
game
one,
here.
he's good.
So something has to go very wrong here for Demmer not to walk away with this.
Good group.
He needs
Yeah.
a 3 or better to put this
He
game
just got to
away.
hit. Yeah, he can't hit a 3. He's got to just hit the target.
Scores just got updated. That's it.
Hey,
That was a little
good.
fast.
He just wanted to
Another
get it
one
over with.
bites the dust would be his song, I think.
Spots all he had available was a 6.
That's right.
Like a
Good
6
point.
or
He is
4,
on a
yeah.
roll.
Good point.
Make him
Oh,
walk
no.
out again.
All right, Demmer's continuing his run. Super happy to see this.
Hey, I want to thank
do
you
it.
again, Josh, for joining me today and helping me out with this. Has been really great. It's been 2 hours we've been on the mics.
Dude, I love it. I live, breathe, and sleep this stuff. I mean, it's just, and I know you share the same passion. It's so it's great to be with a like-minded friend, you know, doing what we love. So thanks for having me on. Very honored.
I wish I could do what you do, though, in terms of the longbow. I mean, I'm just so impressed with your the way you shoot that thing. Oh, my God. Justin, here you are. Hey, Justin's also a great shooter.
All right, let's bring out our number 3
It has been epic so far, Justin. I
from
cannot.
Reggio Emilia, Italy.
So here we go.
Simon Barbieri.
I'm gonna be honest. This is probably going to be the. I feel like this is going to be the biggest challenge right now. Like it's going to start getting tougher and tougher and tougher.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to think though. If Demmer beats this is a podium finish. You know,
Yeah.
I can't remember where did Lee end up whenever he went on his run? Was
This
it
was
third?
It was
This is
third.
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
He didn't make it
it's
past the third. Didn't make it
Oh,
past
he
the
didn't
third.
bump him. He didn't bump Demmer, I don't think, did he?
No.
Barbieri.
Barbieri.
Simone.
He did.
Barbieri.
So I talked to him
Barbieri.
before the show. I'm like, how do you pronounce your last name? He's Barbieri.
Barbieri. It's Barbieri.
Okay, so we massacred his last name.
Barbieri.
And that's man, I tell you what, there's another Canadian that was making a run, Zoto. I got to meet him.
Yeah, Soto. Yeah.
And man, Simone, he beat Zoto, I think, by just a few points, man. So shout out to Zoto for doing as well as he did.
Indoor archery is not a huge focus with these very talented Italian archers. The Italian archers are no stranger to the Barebow finals here.
No,
Cinzia
absolutely
in the
not.
division is no stranger to the final stage.
Oh, that's a different.
There it is.
First scout arrow needs to be powerful.
Yeah, that transfer
form.
is really
Greg,
crazy, but man,
That's
his form just solid. His
But
alignment,
Demmer-
everything looks good. And
Yeah.
Demmer
But how many
finishes.
how many arrows has Demmer shot already, though? I mean, that's what we kept talking about with Lee,
So
right?
3, 6, 10, 12, so 12 times 4. For 48 arrows, is that right?
Big dynamic follow
Dude.
through. Very Olympic
Dude.
archery-esque.
Very
in
Olympic
his
archery.
approach to shooting this
Yes.
bow.
So that's the second one that we've seen that goes through. Kyle Coffey was the first, and so now seeing this guy going from the stance, following that, look at that, just from the setup, solid,
A little bit of forward pressure
good.
on his bow arm side, pushing straight at the target, and a good solid shot right there.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
perfection right there. Good night. That
that's a
kid has a
beautiful
great shot.
Yeah, that's what they work on. They all day long they're shooting this sort of Olympic style archery.
Okay.
You could definitely see.
Dude,
So
this
yeah, I
is,
just did the math. Yeah, Demmer's shot 48 arrows so far, plus this round.
Here's PJ.
So 51.
see what this kid says.
Been to the Classic before? Have you been to this tournament before? First time. What made you come out? Shoot barebow, so you got to come out to the Classic, right? All right, well, how's that feel to come out and start out with 2 11s there?
Good start.
Good start.
No Capisco.
That'll do.
No Capisco. Sorry.
You bet.
PJ.
Yeah, that was a Ricky Bobby interview right there. Like,
It's like I piss accents.
Hard drove. Did great.
When I did interview him earlier
Love it.
before this finals, he has in his coach's box Giuseppe Samandi, who is a legend in
Yeah,
the
it's a
barebow
sick-
community. When I was
Mhm.
getting into barebow for the first time back in 2013, I was just absolutely
Yeah,
obsessed
Melanie.
with
You can. And he's
Giuseppe.
holding longer, and
He
he's
is a
just
world archery legend.
he's shaking a little bit more. And,
World Games gold medalist, which is the
come
Olympics
on,
for
John.
barebow,
Get,
essentially.
it's a big hole he's in right now. To be honest with you, I know that 4 points doesn't sound like a lot, but at this level, I know we say barebow close, but
Man, I tell you what,
guy,
he is shooting a
Yeah.
strong and
this
powerful
guy's shooting so
shot.
strong.
You don't see
Yeah,
that too
Justin Isbell had a comment, said this has been an epic classic. I'm in full agreement with him. Like, there's not been an absolute landslide one way from anybody, I don't think. Everything's been really good, and it's just, one arrow is all it takes for this to become an absolute train wreck for someone. And this has been really tight, really nice, and close the entire time, for the women's all the way to leading up to now.
Wow. And see, Simon,
And look
it
at
looks like
that.
the way
Yeah.
he string walks, he actually starts at the top and then string walks down. versus some of the other shooters up
there you go,
from the bottom and go up.
Interesting. Yeah, most of us, what we do is we have to have a landmark with our tab to make
he's
got to
have a chink in his armor here somewhere.
Agreed, Dave. Agreed. You know, and even shooting in Italy with them, they definitely, they're just a different breed. Really dedicated to the sport. And Bernie.
I don't know what to say, dude.
If somebody can do this,
you can't say anything about it. It's just impressive.
Well, I don't. You know, there was a message before John is going to beat John. That's the only one who's going to beat him. No, this guy's beating John. This guy's.
John Demmer
I think you called it earlier.
Yeah.
You said this is going to be John's biggest challenge. I think you're right. I know you're right.
All right, so PJ.
Well,
look at that.
It's always the time. Look at how tight that is. That's
wow.
PJ's having a good conversation. I'm interested to see pulling out
Dang.
arrows if we see a knock.
That's impressive. Right out of the gate, coming out like that. Good for him.
I don't ever get a group that close.
It's hard for us to really
Even if I shot 8 arrows, I wouldn't have 3 that close.
You can tell the difference between.
Nobody's called 12 yet. That's surprising.
Yes. Then
John's got to call 12s here to catch up.
Knock, and then it's shattering around.
He'll wait till the end.
All right, so we have
anything can happen.
Completed of this
you're right, Lisa. He's like
Simone
solid shot. That shot.
Simon Barbieri,
so what I understand, this is from doing a bunch of interviews. The Italians, they have jobs. Like this dude right here might be a police officer, but he gets time out of his day, out of his police officer work, to train barebow. And so they don't get paid to be barebow archers, but they get paid while they're training to be barebow archers.
Sure. Yeah. So, talking to Fawn, I can't remember if this is correct, but right before we had made the team, before we had the trials, that was one thing that Fawn was saying is that, in Italy, their average job, whatever they're doing, whether it's a carpenter, police officer, whatever, it's like half and half. So they spend half the time working, and then the other half of the time they get off to train that amount of time for the week, but they get paid to do it the same amount as what they're making, to my understanding. Good shot, Demmer. Good shot.
This is what he needed to do. Close the gap to 4 points.
One arrow at a time. He can close it.
Keep his process nice, regimented. You can see a little shake there going on in his string hand, maybe some nerves.
Oh, that's all.
It's an 8. That was the
I called that before they changed it. Did you see it in his form?
Thank God you didn't call it 12, though. Yeah, I know you did. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I call that from watching his form, just whenever he sent it.
So again, closes
you and me both, Lisa. We would like to see JD3 and Ray go at it. Raymond.
Agreed.
I guess he goes by Raymond, but
agreed.
That must be a West Coast thing. Usually Canadians go short form of the name.
Sorry, he hit the 8 on the last.
Yeah, on the pipe.
Oh, another 8. John, pick this up. You hit an 11 here, dude.
He's leaving the door wide open for him, isn't he?
Dude, did I just say that? Did I just say that? Did I just say that?
Barebow, man. Barebow. See, this is this is epic. Justin Isbell nailed it. Epic.
Dude.
Let's go. This is a match right here.
Oh my God! Look at Chris. Look at Chris. What?
The Italian feels it. He hears it and he feels
wow.
it. This crowd is
Look
it's
that.
A hometown crowd too. It's a very good point, man.
Be calm. That's it. But look at that. Simon just puts up a 25,
wow.
which was uncharacteristic.
Impressive.
He was shooting 27s, 28s, 29s.
Classic of classics, as Mick says.
All right, this is the last end, right? Like this is the last end, right?
This is it. This is it.
3 arrows. So it's gonna come down to 1 arrow. Look at that. They got the hometown crowd going over here.
Yeah. Demmer just looks so calm and collected, man. He's got the guy back on the ropes. Simone started off just hot right out of the gate. Now he knows that, this is anybody's game.
Yeah.
This is his first time being here. These next 3 arrows are huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
I don't want to say this, but it's like knock, knock, knock. Hey, it's John Demmer.
It's Demmer. It's Demmer time, baby.
It's John Demmer.
Has a long road in the next 2 matches to the gold.
Execute your shot.
No.
Oh, here we go.
He's realizing that he's up against the legend.
The legend, yeah. Tom Brady here.
Yeah, let's go, Kevin.
Up 2 points, 2 arrows.
2 points, 2 to go.
Man, are you guys getting excited about this?
Oh my gosh. if you don't got anything chilling, just don't even watch anymore. Why you watch it? Because this doesn't get you going.
Oh
my God! He just shot 11.
Under pressure. These next two arrows for John are just going to be pressure.
Very crucial.
Keep it together, and it looks like
No.
Oh, 1 point up for Simone, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is all going to
Legendary
come down to.
status, man.
I'm not going to wish bad on anyone, man. Shoot your best shot.
No, this has been.
Shoot your best shot.
Win, lose, or draw. This is amazing. Amazing. Oh, needs a 10 to tie, 11 to win. Here we go, dude.
Come on.
That's an end. Wow.
Simon knocks
Hey.
down, stops Demmer's march to the podium. Incredible showing.
Still a legend.
Legend of our sport. Love
There it
that guy
is.
so much. Incredible performance.
Dude, that's like the second dagger to the heart tonight, is it not?
Oh my gosh.
Very sad to see him go, but very excited to see
It's hard. But you know, that's.
I don't think
that's
there's any
terrible.
more. Is there any more Americans left?
Yeah, I think no. I think we got Erik and then the Canadian. So Italy, this guy right here, Simon, Erik Jonsson from Sweden, and then Raymond from Canada. So, wow.
Wow, not
Battle of the flags right here. Good for him.
You know, it's interesting.
Place to take home $800. Congratulations.
Still worth it. I'd be happy with
What's all that Yost money? Or Yost. I mean, sorry, not Yost. Hoyt money.
Hoyt, yeah. And a great contingency. Hoyt's got an amazing contingency.
All right.
Yeah, they do.
People interested in it.
Our number 2 seed. We saw him just a few minutes ago from Avesta, Sweden, Erik Jonsson.
Here's the Swedish legend himself, this guy. And he's coming out to Metallica. Okay, he just...
But don't you think all Europeans like this death metal?
Oh. I wouldn't even classify that death metal, but
Well, I know.
they're all heavy into this, yes. I think Metallica just got through touring somewhere close by, if I'm not mistaken. Burnaby, let me know. You're a Metallica fan. So yeah, Erik Jonsson, man, he's won 9 gold world archery championship medals. 9. That's just studdish, and 1 bronze. Let me throw that in there. 1 bronze. From 2014 all the way to now, he's always won a gold medal whenever it comes to the world, like the field championships, the Europeans, and the world games. He's a Triple Crown winner, and he also was the 2022 World Championships, the World Games in Birmingham, the one that I think Ryan Davis went to and placed 3rd.
Yeah.
He won 1st place, and I think Leo Patterson was the 2nd place. So the 2 Swedes came up on top. So this guy, he needs no introduction. He's a legend in his own.
Yeah, and you know he's not going to be nervous.
No, he's
he's
been on the stage.
He's not going to be pressured. He doesn't feel. He's not going to feel. Well, he's going to feel some pressure, but not as much as the Italian, I bet.
Nowhere near it.
Get a check and get a beat on the lighting. That's a good solid shot. We can work.
Process looks good. It looks a little different from last year, though.
Erik bumped him over
I want to see a little bit more.
See if that has any changes to the lighting.
This kid is so Olympic. Look at it. He's in his back. He's pulling through the shot. Not that time, though.
We got to do some research. I need to see if he actually shot Olympic recurve, because he looks like he would. You know, like coming over. He's fairly new. I agree, Byrne. I agree.
There was a little wobble there.
Yeah, he was pushing. It looked like he was pushing through the left, not straight forward. It's not his typical, or he had a bad release. Oh, that kid's a loose.
Correction. 2 points coming into the last arrow.
He doesn't shoot. He
So
shoots
look at his finger pressures, and him and Lina really have a lot in common. Obviously, he's going to be Lina's coach, but I mean that's almost like a mirror image almost.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. If you only have 1 finger on the bowstring,
sure,
I feel like you're at an advantage.
Absolutely.
Because you don't have all that different pressures happening,
Well,
differently.
Yeah,
And he's got 1 finger on the bowstring. That's it. He's got 1 finger on there.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, you got to think about it. If you have 3 fingers, that's 2 extra fingers that can also induce torque. But you got to get off the string with the release. There's so many advantages to a 1 string. I just can't do it. There's no way in hell. They've got it mastered. What's he shooting here?
Gilo.
Of course, yeah. Says it on his jersey. Here's your sign, Josh.
Eastern, 20
Right, Yost Tab there, the Yost family, big support.
Oh, there we go. Yost made it to the Swedes.
He's got something on his fingers. I want to see his finger. I want to see some close-ups of that guy shooting.
I think it's just tape. I think they have like a hockey tape on that.
They must tape those two fingers together. It's just that Lina does the same thing.
Or like Coban, like a medical Coban.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that it again, that pressure that we were just talking about. He puts everything. 90% is on this finger if you watch it, and it's on just on the tip. I talked to Demmer. Demmer's like, yeah, I feel sorry for those guys because, you know, when you shoot outdoor and it gets a little slick, it doesn't work as well.
We're holding 35 to 44 pounds roughly in there, so it's kind of like a spine thing. So you can get a carbon arrow in that 500 spine at a 23 diameter, but when you're looking at an aluminum arrow, typically you're down in like the 400 spine, maybe 350 spine, and sometimes you just can't get those to tune. I will say that the 23s are becoming more and more popular.
He look has a sway whenever he relates it. It's like that back tension's really just. I don't know if he's pulling with his. You know, well, he's got something different about him, but I just haven't really noticed before. But
I talked to Erik before the show and asked
him. His body, his posture is just so.
Just 1 year older.
I'm fangirling over this.
He faked that tension. He's got a. I know that's a 9.
Mr. McNutt. I shot with Erik in Argentina. Won a couple or gold medal and a silver medal for compound, I do believe. Congrats on that again, buddy.
Good job, Erik.
Tied coming into the last arrow of the second end, so that was a big swing for Erik to be able to capitalize on that.
Boy, that is just such an extravagant crawl too. Look how far down he is on that straight.
Oh.
Okay, Erik here. Let's see what he's got going. Nice.
Yeah, flinch. He had to let down. How much time does he got left?
Smart. Good.
But how much time does he got left?
Well, they got 30 seconds per arrow, so he's probably still looking at a good 12 seconds as of now.
A little bit fast on that
punched
shot,
it. See, he's the second one that had a lead down and punched an 11 ticket. Good for them. Good mentality and under pressure. Smart choice. Good for him.
Two international
Let's go,
archers
Barebow.
here on the big stage, traveling to the Lancaster Classic, Mannheim, Pennsylvania.
Thank you, my friend. You're welcome, Erik. You deserve it.
Cutting that 11 ring there.
On a side note, Burnaby said he saw Pantera in LA with Metallica there.
Yeah. Jay calling out, giving the judges an applause here.
He doesn't come across as I'm thinking. I think you know I've stalked Burnaby online, obviously, as we all have, and I've seen. I thought it was Taylor Swift. I thought he was a big Swiftie.
Bro, he's got Taylor Swift vibes all over him. I
He's
just
so
remember.
Taylor Swift, but and also a little Olivia Newton-John, like you know from like Grease,
Got some
Grease
bad-
1 from the original Grease.
Some bad girl vibes about him.
Loading them up. Got bullets in the chamber. Here we go.
All right, here we go. I want to see a close-up of his fingers, too.
Ball here. Getting his hook on the string.
Get a close. Get on. Like he's not even looking. He just.
No, just look at the angle of his.
Great execution.
God.
The camera didn't even go to the target, and we could hear Lina giving a shout of approval from the coach's box. Simon here. He's running a good, strong shot. And that left stage.
Boy, Jonsson's slowly walking away with this one.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a champion does, right?
Yeah. Well, good let down.
Applause
There
to
you
the
go.
crowd,
Swift
as
gang,
expected.
Burnaby. It's called Posse, first of all. Secondly, it's Swifties.
Third end.
You're a poser.
Oh, another
Taylor
poser.
Swift
He doesn't
poser.
have time. 10
Get it.
seconds, 9.
Get on the Swiftie
He
bandwagon.
still squeaks out a 9 with that. That just shows.
That's the
composure,
second time he's been rewarded for a great letdown.
Yeah, I know. He's
Simon with a nice long crawl there, getting that arrow right under his eye. Aims at the gold. Got a 9.
I mean, the guy just took out Demmer. He's supposed to win it all from this point, you know?
Oh, another hitch. He's hitching every year. Let's go. Okay, he's not happy with that. But
Watch his follow through on the next set of series. Just the way he sways back when he releases.
yeah, he's really throwing his.
I'd be hitting the moon if I tried that.
Simon can do here. Needs to put a 10.
Whereas this guy seems to be just in a rhythm.
That will do. Minimizing the gap. Okay, so here's a
We
shot
got
of
4
Erik's
point.
pitches.
Watch that swing.
Coming up here in 2 seconds. Oh, there it is. He holds it up.
That's
Running
right.
out of time. So he's running his shot.
The amount of torque he's throwing on that, like he's not like his fingers aren't this way. They're like they're like.
That's what I'm saying. Like his fingers are torqued out, and then you throw the backsway in it. I mean, I'm just obviously it's working. The dude's proven himself was, you know, as many medals as he's got. It's impressive to see the different styles of archery, especially when it comes to barebow.
Here in force.
You know, no two archers are the same. We had it.
On this live stream.
You're exactly right.
You just got it.
5-point game coming in.
I just like the way Demmer simplifies it. He just simplifies it. He grips the string a lot. He's got a deep hook, and he raises the boat, and he's already back to his anchor. And he's on his anchor. Then he lets go. And you know, he's here. He sees it, and he's there. He doesn't do anything big like this. He doesn't do this.
He's just a cash bar here this year in the Lancaster
The
Finals.
main thing that Demmer always teaches is consistency. You can look like crap. You can have the worst form out there, but if you're consistent with it, run it. You know.
Let's see what he can do.
I love the way he simplifies it. I'll be honest
He
with you.
does. I mean,
he just keeps.
Here we go. Another small little hitch there.
oh, watch! Did you see that bow arm whenever he let go? That thing.
Let's see what Simon can do.
It's great on.
Capitalize on that.
Still such a strong shot.
Yeah.
Neil, these guys could use bow bands, man.
He's shaking his string right there.
I know a guy.
He's
liked how that shot broke.
like he's gripping that bow too tight. He needs a bow band.
He did not capitalize on Erik's 7.
What is he
Another
doing?
letdown.
This is
I
not
think
normal with
everybody
Erik.
That's nerves right there.
Yeah, I take back what I said. I mean, he does have nerves.
But he doesn't let it show. He's right back into it, running the process. Look at that flinch.
Dude, I don't know how you do that.
Letting that string go until everything
Yeah,
is
he's
right.
getting the sweat
And
off.
that is just awesome.
A little smile there.
I think in his head, he's got to. I gotta have it in the yellow for a 5 count. In his head, he's going 1, 2, hold 3, 4, 5, and then let go.
Yeah.
Erik there, that looked very clean.
Hey.
Nice shot.
I think that may have
impact, but I think that's going to be
sealed it there, maybe, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's enough.
12 called.
Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. He's got to go. He has to go for 12.
20,
This place will
yes.
go wild if Simon
It doesn't
can
matter.
leave this.
You
Oh,
can't beat
no, it doesn't.
can't.
Never mind.
But might as well go for 12, right?
Yeah,
It'd
have
be
fun with
interesting.
it. Barebow.
So odd having
Barebow.
the
Shoot
paint
that
blow
12.
off
Get
the
it.
Oh, he shoots it nice. That's awesome.
And a shrug of the shoulders.
That's right. 107 to
All
103.
right.
Erik Jonsson moving on. Simon taking 3rd place. Gold
Yeah.
medal match coming up.
You know, the consistency of like all these shots, man.
Scores being made right now.
Everybody's doing so great. Everybody is doing so wonderful. You know, with the nerves and being on this big of a stage, to be able to still maintain it,
Simon Barbieri,
float around gold.
Italy.
Good night.
He's going to be back.
That's right.
And look, he may not speak great English.
$2,000. Is that what I heard?
He speaks great
Third
Barebow.
place?
Yeah, he sure does. And I like how he hit the 12 and
Congratulations.
smiled when he knew it was
Great
out
job.
of reach.
I think they just said that there's an open, or there's a
What a
bar,
great
there's a
show.
pay bar this year
Amazing.
at Lancaster.
We're gonna
That's a
have
great
our
way to
number
make
1
money.
seeded competitor
For
coming out
Barebow
here. Let's go
guys.
to PJ to bring out our next competitor.
So we're coming out to the final. All right.
Our number 1 seed, final match of the night in Barebow.
Let me
from
do his walk-up song
Vancouver,
for him.
British Columbia, Canada.
Oh,
Reginald Huang.
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons. You can't say thy sons anymore. Come on. All right, I'm done.
Oh my God.
Get
So-
some, Raymond.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. It's a good friend of Lisa's.
I was about to say, Lisa, where you at? Who you got for this one?
Well, she got
Who does everybody got for this one? I feel like this kid's been really on a roll here. He shot against Joel Turner in the final, and like they tied 111, but he beat him with 11s.
11.
So very impressive. Team sponsor Hoyt. He sponsored by Hoyt. Okay.
For Hoyt. Here we go. Number 1 seeded. I got a lot.
Who do I
to say
got?
about
Oh,
Hoyt. Very interesting character.
man, this is tough.
Raymond, one thing that stands out about him during his
If Raymond can
was he #1 seeded. He shot a
Depending on what he did in the backstage, how was his tempo when he was in the back? Was he practicing along with them, going through? I don't know. This is going to be tough. I would like to see Raymond win. I'm going to go, even though he's a higher ranked, I consider him an underdog. I think he's going to pull off a win here. So
Raymond's definitely the underdog.
Yeah,
because,
this is an underdog story. I'm going for Ray. Yeah, let's pull it.
This is by far the biggest stage he's ever been on to shoot.
So he's shooting a
Yeah.
3-spot target.
Oh, he's shooting 3-spot too.
Oh, come
I've
on.
seen,
Let's
I've
go.
seen him shoot 3 spots on his Facebook too. So I mean, that's just what he's used to.
Let's go.
Let's see his nerves. That's just what it all comes down to. Is he nervous?
Found out I was pretty good at it.
I think this is probably going to be the highest set of
As you've heard many
highest jitters he could possibly have going up against Erik Jonsson, being on the stage.
Yeah.
Start off with it strong.
And all he has to
Good.
do is
Oh.
shoot a strong scout arrow,
Yeah.
stay with his strong
Here's my scouter. That's
Put a
what.
little
Oh,
bit
it's a
of
little
pressure
left.
here
This is
on
what
Erik.
Raymond. I get. I've seen his
Low,
scores.
but just in case it's Barebow. There we go.
He's like, that's a
All right,
little
so we
left.
have
I'm gonna
Raymond
move
here.
it back
Let's
a
talk
little
about
bit.
him. So his mental process here.
Boom!
He talks to himself, his mental mantra. When he comes up, he gets his aim. He transitions to his biomechanics, and he says, "Strong."
Let's watch his form here. Look at that.
Is what he says to himself, and he is just putting
He's
together.
I mean, he's used to
Good
shooting.
shot. Good
He's
shot.
used to shooting 30s.
Let's see how Erik can manage this. Got the classic Erik Jonsson hit.
He can't
Do you
blink.
notice that the other thing too? I want to mention real quick, Josh. The guys that are going through are shooting the thicker arrows.
All the steps.
Yeah.
And there you go.
There you go.
If you got to let down to make sure you get 11, why wouldn't you, right?
That's right.
Line it up, didn't it?
You have to put
No.
out of your mind that you're sitting
No,
on the
Ray's.
stage in front of the stage.
That is interesting. Very, very uncharacteristic. I don't think I saw Ray shoot. That is beautiful. I don't think I've seen Ray
Dude,
shoot
Eric's not messing around. I was like, hey, welcome to
even
the
a
stage.
7.
Welcome to the stage for the first time, Raymond.
Yeah.
You know, Barabow's right. Look at that. My gosh. Okay. Sorry, let me hear what Ray has said.
Definitely Reginald, all right. No, I'm Raymond. Raymond, welcome to Lex.
Wait, what did he say? What did he
Name's right there. It says Reginald.
You call him Reginald?
Raymond. Hey, our apologies. Raymond, welcome to Lancaster Archery Classic.
Oh, shit. That's embarrassing.
Thank you. It's pretty.
Where's John Wart? Where's
This is
John
what-
Wart?
No. It says Reginald on his card, or he would say it, right? Well, maybe he can blame. Maybe he can blame Reginald for the 6. I don't know.
Seems like it would be fun. How's the Barebow
He's
community
sweating
in
a little bit,
British
yeah.
Columbia?
Oh, man.
It's pretty awesome.
Where's British Columbia? British Columbia. Is that over in the UK?
Well, congratulations.
The name
Thank
is
you for coming
British
all
Columbia.
this way to be here. You're at the first end of our match.
Dude, 6. He hasn't shot a
Look,
6 all
We've
tournament.
been at it for 7 hours plus. It literally did say on the screen. It did say on the screen to PJ. Yeah. It did say Reginald. Yep. That was just a slight error from our
that's great.
computer. But
Yeah,
Ray,
but-
I think Ray's probably good.
Knowing Raymond.
Well, I bet you he's really excited to have that
Ray on
6,
his
though.
shirt from here, I can see it.
It could have been a lot worse.
And way
But
worse.
that's got to be going through his head. That was his last arrow, right?
What Erik can do here in
They got. No, that was just the first
No,
set.
that was his last arrow for the end, so that's what he's
Oh, yeah.
thinking right now.
Ray's just got to
Yeah.
keep it, like I said, strong.
This guy's got a little
smooth,
smiley
tells
face
himself
on
he
his
says
target.
Using 23s, aluminum arrows. We talked about that a little bit on the last match. And that's
There
a
you
beautiful
go.
Shot by Ray.
What a rebound
Ray-
after that half shaft. 6.
Ray moves on to the execution side of his shot after his float minimizes. So he
Okay,
comes back to
okay,
full draw,
okay.
watches the
You can see on it, like, instantly on his facial reaction.
Float settles down. That means his biomechanics are right, and then you can
the
forget about that aim
fuck
and
is
start
Reg?
concentrating on execution. So he's using the
Oh,
aim
my
and
God.
how it floats to tell him, is he aligned
There's our
properly?
Canadians who
And it
laughed
looks
off
like
of the
he's aligned
Reginald thing.
properly.
I don't
Yeah.
really love it, to be honest with you. But
Great end here. Erik's
the dude has been #1 seed.
with a 9-7-9.
It's been a long day for
5.
PJ, though, regardless.
see
It's
if
been a long
Raymond
day for
can
everyone
walk
at
through that
Lancaster Archery. And honest to God,
10 would
they've
be
done a fantastic job again this year, and it keeps getting harder and harder for them because there's more people that are coming. So great job to the staff at Lancaster Archery.
Oh, he didn't capitalize
Mm.
with a 1-point game.
I think he dropped one. 8-9 line. Is that what they said? 8-7 line? 7.
That's it. Looks like a 7. Oh, maybe
I
it is.
forgot to go over your equipment there. Tell me what you're shooting, Raymond.
A white riser, white weight,
Well, this is really close.
tungsten, additional tungsten weights, axial limbs.
He could. Raymond could have.
Rest. Yeah.
You shoot.
Oh, MI RX-7s from Easton.
All right.
Yeah, Arc 7's all right. That's a good arrow.
There you are. You're official on the screen now, too, Raymond.
I know. Poor.
All right.
Lisa, who's that in his box? Who's the coach? Who's Raymond's coach? Is that Zota? Or it's one of the other Canadians
All
that
right,
was
here we
shooting.
go. 2 ends to go. Tied up, 56-56.
Oh,
it is 56. Oh, it's
that's
tied.
what I thought. I was like, man,
Looking good.
good for them. There we go.
And the journey that these two have had to get to these scores.
Come on,
is so
you.
dramatically
Honest to God, I'll say it again. Raymond deserves to win this. Erik has put in a lot of time too, but at this tournament, I would like to see it to be Raymond's tournament, just because he shot so strong in the qualifiers.
You know, you would think that Ray.
And I don't believe that. I
And
don't know
pulled
how he's
off
getting
an arm.
rewarded.
Your road, but you know,
He's being rewarded with that shot.
To see who made the stage, Mr. Joel Turner.
There you go.
Who's just
Raymond?
shooting like a house
Brian
on fire
Maxwell
here this
from
weekend.
recurve. He's a recurve guy.
It came down
What's
to
that?
next count,
Oh,
111 to 111.
he did. Yeah, I was about to say, he already called 12 on his first arrow, so he can't call 12 again.
Finals. And we have Erik Jonsson up here. He also did not have an easy road to the finals.
Gosh,
He had to
just
face in his
consistent,
last match,
man.
Alex Melnick from Canada, who is one of the greatest barebow.
Be able to shoot through the nerves. You know, he's just got him up there. He's still just pounding, even with those flinches, being able to hold on to it. That's
I don't
impressive.
get it. I don't think you should be rewarded for that, but I guess he is going to be.
Oh, that sounds good. It's a good sign when you hear arrow slapping, right, Greg?
As long as it's in the yellow.
That's true.
Yeah, as long as it's in the yellow, that's great.
That's true.
Let's see if he answers here.
He will.
Keep it tight. Oh, that's
He answers. Wow, this is the match, people. All right, it's coming down to the final 3 arrows.
I am
Ray's got him by
overstimulated.
1 point.
Erik, 1 in to go.
Yeah, he's talking to Erik now. So this is not great. Look at poor Raymond's never been there.
You're feeling confident, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what we wanted to hear. All right.
How's
I
Ray
forgot
doing?
when it was, but Erik was on social media. I think it was last year or the year before, and I think he actually shot a 300, which was just nuts. I don't think it's ever really been done before by a barebow shooter. It can be confirmed. That's still,
Yeah, it's
just
I
impressive.
got to think for Raymond, this is probably one of the biggest pressure cookers he's been in.
Yes, it is.
Standing there on the platform next to Erik Jonsson.
Final in a true Canadian underdog story
It's going to be.
against the legend himself from Sweden. You know, just adding another notch on that belt of his. Who's got it?
Keep it their mind on.
This is
It
awesome.
was a practice round 300, but
Yeah, I hit 300. That was my fault. I should have clarified that.
No color commentary for this end.
Absolutely.
We're just going to watch
Here we
these
go.
arrows. Ray comes back to full draw, about 1.5 inch crawl. And that is the arrow that you want. His coach almost comes out of the box. He's so excited. Erik at full draw. Oh, this is it.
He's not letting him get it. He's got to work for this.
2 points. He's got 2 points on him.
Anything can happen in barebow. 2 points, Greg.
Anything can happen.
Deep breath, Ray. Come on, man.
It's quiet. You can hear a pin drop in this stadium. Oh, that's a good solid shot.
Okay,
That's
nine's
solid
okay.
shot,
Nine's
yeah.
okay. He's got to shoot an 11 here to tie.
Oh, he's fighting it. There he
Oh.
goes.
I do not under.
Plenty of time.
20 seconds left. See, so the 30 seconds, he's really got enough time to really collect himself on
Unless
that.
he has to jump now. He has to shoot
For
no matter
20
what it
seconds a
looks
shot.
That looks good.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
10.
I tell you what.
Here we
It's an
go.
11
We
though.
got final arrow.
It's a 1 point game.
Pressure. Tie.
Oh,
No, it's
it's
over. It's
good.
over. He put it in his own hands and he won it.
Go, 12 called.
There's a chance.
He's got 12. He called 12.
Oh.
He called,
This is what this tournament is all
called
about.
a
Here we
12.
go. We got a competition on our hands.
Tie it.
Did he hit it? Did he hit it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. This place
So
is
who
going
just won on
wild.
11 count?
Standing. People are jumping.
No way.
Oh, no, he won. He won by 1 point. Oh my goodness.
No, it's not. It's tie. It's tie. It's a tie.
Oh, it's tied. But
it's
then he went off
He
11.
tied. He had to do it. Holy shit.
Guys, you're watching history right here. This is freaking.
By
that's
far.
clutch. That is clutch.
This is by far the craziest. This is the best Lancaster Barebow. I'm going to call it, man.
Oh my gosh. So my question is, are they going off the 11 count, or is there a shoot off? Because I think Erik may have won it if it's 11.
Burnby says that he won it.
Has that happened? I don't think there's been a 12 in Barebow before.
Shut up, Burnby.
Especially not like that to tie it up. That is official. 116 to 116. What's better than Barebow? Shoot off.
There we go.
I don't like. He had to shoot an 11 and to win it, and that's what we thought, right? And then hit the 12, and thank God he didn't hit the 12 on the first and second arrow.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
He's been hitting the 12 on the first arrow of every set. Maybe he saved it. That's a good strategic plan right there. You know, you got to reward Erik for this, because that was just absolutely mind blowing.
I can't watch Scarlett's like I can't watch, man.
Barebow.
Sudden death, higher score wins. 12 ring is in play for the first 2 arrows. Archer must call the 12 ring if a third arrow is needed closest to the center. X's and 11s.
Guys, are you holding on to the end of your seats? Because I'm like, I can't contain myself right now. I gotta pee. I gotta pee so bad. I'm on it. TMI, but you can deal with it.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Spicy shoot off, he says. There we go. I can't watch me either, girl.
I can't blink it over my head.
All right, here we go, Greg.
Best. And it's been great, with everyone that's been chiming in. It's been great spending time with you guys. Again, Josh, it's fantastic. It's just nice to spend time with like-minded people that just love this stuff.
We're going by score, not
absolutely.
Holding my burger with both hands. You're supposed to deliver, man. I didn't hear you knock on my door. Okay, quiet. Stop.
Maybe he wants to go out in glory. That would be something. Here we go. My phone is blowing up right now. People are going nuts out there. Everyone watching live. Let's see what happens here. That's a solid arrow.
Solid?
That's still very, very solid.
I'm sure he wishes that it was in the 10.
And we got 3 shots.
Oh, Raymond takes it. Here we go.
Oh, we really have one, so it's not
That's
a
it. Ray takes it. It's a one shot. It's one arrow.
Yeah, good for Ray.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command.
Congratulations across the board from his
What?
competitor.
Good job, Reginald. Way to go. Reginald.
If he doesn't have a jersey with that on it from here on out, then he's failed. So, did you see, whenever he shot that 11, he raised his hands. He was so excited.
Hey,
and then just almost had an instant of defeat whenever Erik hit that 12, and then came back and just put it back. Wow.
And let's. They're gonna do an interview here, Josh. Let's see how many times he says sorry for winning. I'm really sorry. I didn't know. I'm really sorry about this, but it's a really great experience. But I'm sorry that
Enjoy this glory for many.
Thanks, Melody. Oh, we enjoyed hanging out with you. What a finish. Okay, let's hear what he says.
Be Reggie. It's my new name.
Hey, Raymond, seriously though, how does that feel to come out here? Your first classic, you know this atmosphere. You're the 2024 champ.
It's pretty unreal.
You're going to be right up there on that banner next year.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it, and congratulations. You're our Barebow champ.
Thank you.
Like a giddy schoolgirl, man. I wouldn't be able to sleep at all.
Don't you want to give that dude a hug, though?
Dude, yeah.
I just want to give him a big hug. Lisa, hug that dude for us when he gets back, okay?
The highlights of this will be played for many years to come. Matt Zernzak, your summation of what we saw
Let's hear
in
what
these
Z
amazing
said.
matches.
Unbelievable show, just like Barebow. Never disappoints. To the entire Barebow community out there following along, watching live, we love you guys. And just come to the Classic next year. It is the greatest show in Barebow all year round.
The legend Erik Jonsson called it 12.
Super
He hit it
Bowl.
12. He moved us to one arrow in an elimination match. And it was Raymond Huang from Canada who comes out on top.
Lisa, we love that guy. Thank you very much. We'll get him on the show really quick here, I hope. If he's going to Vegas, maybe we can get him in before next weekend to talk to us. But he's a big wig now. I don't even know if he'll even talk to me. He's a hero. Hey, good job to everyone that shot Barebow. I'm going to let everyone go. It's been 2.5 hours, so we will... Josh, again, thanks very much. Everyone for watching, thanks very much. And congratulations, Barebow. This is big. This will be shown 1 million times, and it's just going to bring more people to the sport because it's that exciting. Everyone have a great day.